Hope the team win.
Talk a little bit about the shooting struggles you've had this year, because you came in here with really good credentials in that department. It's been a struggle a bit.
Yeah, it's definitely different for me. I ain't really had much shooting struggles since I was little. But every single day just keep putting my shots up, just keeping my confidence high. My coach and the teammates keep telling me to keep shooting when I'm open, because I do feel like I'm a good shot maker. So hopefully I can find that rhythm soon, and I'm gonna keep shooting though for sure.
You've played some great defense this year, no question about that. That's been your strength at this point, and I know early in the season you said that was what I was going to do.
Yep, exactly. Anything to help this team win. Coming in, I knew defensively with all the offensive talent that we have, defensively was going to set me apart, and we'll get you on the court. So defense is something I take pride in, and as one of the players on this team, I feel like just bringing that different energy when I come on the court can definitely change the tone of a game and change the tone of this team.
Without question, you probably played the most minutes in a ball game this year. 30-some minutes, I think you had in that ball game. Did you get tired out there?
Man, no, I wasn't tired because we did do a good job of keeping us in shape. Even if we don't play a lot of minutes, but I would say after that game, I was hurt after that game for sure. I was hurting.
Talk a little bit about right now the mindset of this basketball team, because you bounced back with a win now after a couple of bad ball games. As far as the team is concerned, what's the mindset?
Yeah, just keep playing and keep playing together. Don't give up. It's a long season. We have a lot of talent on this team. We got a great coaching staff. So just keep going, keep working each and every day to get better, and keep playing as a team. And that's most of us will get us the wins.
Kanan, what are you doing in school? What's your studies? What are you majoring in at this point, or are you majoring?
I have no major right now. I'm just taking general ed classes, so no major. Just going to class, doing the work.
Figuring out what you want to do at some point.
Yeah, just trying to figure it all out. I've been hooping for a long time, so just trying to figure out what I want to do outside of that.
Well, that's always the big challenge for a lot of guys, because everybody wants to go to the NBA. We know that. That's always the dream. But if you're not getting the NBA opportunity, you got to have something else to fall back on.
Right. Exactly. So right now, just focus on finding another passion outside of basketball. We keep basketball my main thing, because I do have a dream of going to the NBA. But yeah, just having something in my back pocket to where, if it all don't work out, I got some to lean back on.
How's your family doing?
They are doing well. They in Atlanta right now. I don't think my dad not enjoying the snow. I know that for sure, because he don't like the cold. So I know he not enjoying the snow.
Ship off the old block?
Yeah. I know they down there struggling right now. So it's funny though.
Kanan, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. Best of luck in the rest of the year.
Thank you.
And that was our Hoosier Profile interview with IU sophomore guard Kanan Carlisle. When we come back, Smithville presents the Big Ten and Top 25 College Basketball Report. This is Indiana University Basketball on the CareSource Radio Network from Learfield.
Viaggio Marine is proud to be the official pontoon boat sponsor of Indiana University Athletics. Located right here in Indiana, Viaggio is proudly family-owned and operated. You'll love our complete lineup of pontoon boats, featuring bold, innovative new looks, plush, luxurious furniture packages, vibrant new LED lighting packages, and unmatched construction. For the hottest thing in pontoons, visit ViaggioPontoonBoats.com. That's VIAGGIO pontoonboats.com.
At Kroger, an annual Boost membership just got even better. Now you can choose from Disney Plus with ads, Hulu with ads, or ESPN Plus on us when you sign up. Plus, enjoy unlimited free delivery, double fuel points, exclusive offers, and free items. Sign up for a Boost membership today. It's an easier way to save, including new streaming options to relax with while we deliver your groceries. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
We know to contact Indiana 811 at least 2 working days before every dig. But did you also know spraying a white line around the area you plan to dig means utility flags will only go in that area? Fewer flags in the yard? Easier mowing? Everybody wins.
Everybody except my kid.
I don't want to mow the yard.
Everybody except for your kid wins. Contact Indiana 811 at least 2 working days before picking up a shovel. It's the only way to dig. Learn more at 811.safedigindiana.com.
Milwaukee-based Cousin Subs now has 2 Indianapolis area locations at 9321 North Michigan Road and 8545 South Emerson Avenue. To celebrate, Cousins and Indiana University Athletics have teamed up to offer IU fans a chance for 2 tickets to the final home game on March 8th and a shot at $100,000 in their half-court hall sweepstakes. Fans can enter daily through February 28th and find more info at iuhoosiers.com/cousinsubs. Cousin Subs, we believe in better.
Hoosier fans, Harrell Fish Incorporated has been making a difference across Indiana since 1985 as the premier provider of mechanical systems, including heating, air conditioning, plumbing, and process piping. Whether it's a large facility, business, or home, or if you want to work with a local company that is the best at what they do and supports the community, be sure to call HFI for your next project and see how they can make a difference for you.
Indiana University knows a thing or two about making great plays, and so does Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield. Whether you qualify for Medicaid or Medicare, a plan through the Affordable Care Act, or have health coverage through your job, you can feel confident with Anthem's large network of doctors, hospitals, and health professionals. To learn more about Anthem's health plans, call your authorized agent or visit Anthem.com. Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield is the trade name of Anthem Insurance Companies, Inc., independent licensees of the Blue Cross Blue Shield Association. Anthem is a registered trademark of Anthem Insurance Companies, Inc.
It's the Indiana Hoosiers against the Northwestern Wildcats in an important Big Ten showdown in Evanston, Illinois at Welsh Ryan Arena. Tip-off coming your way in about a half hour with Don Fisher and Eric Sewer on the call. I'm John Herrick with your Big Ten and Top 25 basketball report, which is brought to you by Smithville. Smithville is your local choice for internet, voice, TV, and security. Stick with the home team. Visit smithville.com for more information. Smithville is an official sponsor of IU Athletics. There were quite a few upsets in the Big Ten Tuesday night. 11th ranked Purdue falls to Ohio State 73-70. 15th ranked Oregon did knock off Washington at home 82-71. 18th ranked Wisconsin loses at UCLA 85-83. Minnesota goes on the road and knocks off Iowa 72-67. The only other game going on tonight in the Big Ten is Nebraska hosting USC at 9 o'clock. 8th ranked Michigan State remains the only unbeaten Big Ten team at 7-0 in league play, followed by 21st ranked Michigan at 6-1, 11th ranked Purdue at 7-2. Illinois, Wisconsin, Oregon, and Indiana are all 5-3 in the conference. Northwestern third from the bottom at 2-5 in conference play. There's one top 25 game going on right now with 7th ranked Houston battling Utah. That is all Houston right now. They lead Utah 23-5 with 10.5 minutes to go in the first half. Coming up tonight at 7, 5th ranked Florida is at South Carolina. TCU hosts 12th ranked Kansas, and 20th ranked St. John's is battling Xavier. Then at 9 o'clock tonight, it is 16th ranked Ole Miss squaring off with 13th ranked Texas A&M. Don Fisher returns next with Mike Woodson and the head coach's report, brought to you by the IU Credit Union. This is Indiana University basketball on the CareSource Radio Network from Learfield.
This is Steve Webb with Electric Plus, a full-service electrical contractor powering Indiana with offices in Bloomington, Avon, Lafayette, and Kokomo. We work hard to deliver big wins for our customers. We lead the league in new construction, expansions, modernizations, and service repair. Our team excels at industrial, commercial, residential, and 24/7 emergency coverage. Just like the Hoosiers desire to be the best, the mission of Electric Plus is to be the best electrical contractor, period. For more information, please visit electricplus.com and go Hoosiers.
Indiana farmers, building new markets takes time and pays back dividends with long-term demand for your crops. High oleic soybean oil drives new demand for Indiana soybeans to domestic and international markets. Plus, it's a healthier oil, more desirable to customers. Your checkoff is building this demand right here in Indiana. IU Athletics is proud to offer their foods prepared in heart-healthy, high oleic soybean oil this season. Learn more about this oil at incornandsoy.org/premiums. This message was funded by Indiana soybean farmers and their checkoff. Hoosier fans, have you ever wanted to put on your own candy-striped warm-ups and hang out on the court with the team before the game? This season, the Hoosier men's basketball team is looking for an honorary pregame team member for the IU versus OSU game on March 8th, and it could be you. Go to IUbench.com now and register for your chance to join your Hoosier men's basketball team for an experience that includes bench seats during warm-ups, candy-striped pants, and game tickets for 4. Again, that website is IUbench.com. Brought to you by Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, a proud partner of your Indiana Hoosiers.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End of friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you're planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
It's no coincidence that Neil rhymes with deal, because that's something you can always count on with the leader in tires and auto repair for nearly a century. Neil Tire is committed to giving you the best deal on a set of Falcon tires. Stay safe on the roads this basketball season as you travel to all those Indiana Hoosiers games. Visit neiltire.com to schedule an appointment and to find the location nearest you. As always, nothing beats a Neil deal.
When you want the best quality, safety, reliability, and savings, it's gotta be Honda. Save thousands with low 0% APR financing. When you gotta have selection, Honda cars, trucks, vans, SUVs, hybrids, and EVs are in stock and on sale. Like the 2024 Honda Prologue EV with 0% APR financing. To see why it's gotta be Honda, search your local Honda dealer today. See dealer for financing details. Financing on credit approval. Offer is 3/3/25.
Hi, everybody. Don Fisher with the Head Coach's Report. We're sitting with Mike Woodson. It's brought to you by the IU Credit Union. We started a credit union and created a community. IU Credit Union, a proud partner of Indiana Athletics. Well, Mike, you're coming off a good win over the Ohio State Buckeyes this past week, and no question it was a big turnaround for your ball club, and I know you had to feel good about it.
No, anytime you can win on the road, it's in the Big Ten, it's special because they're tough, especially after the 2 games we had at home against Illinois and then out at Iowa. We bounced back, and you got to give a lot of credit to our players. It was a nail biter coming down the stretch, and I thought we made the plays that we needed to make to secure the win.
Coach, that last 5 minutes of the ball game, you had a 10-point lead, but you were able to come back. Even though they were able to tie the ball game, you were able to come back in the overtime and resist anything they put out there.
Yeah, but I didn't think we in regulation closed it right, and you got to give them a lot of credit too, because they fall back and made every play to tie it up to send it to overtime, and then they had a crack in overtime, with the shot that Thornton had that rimmed in and out, but we didn't falter, when it got to overtime. I think they scored first, and then we were able to keep it back and forth and then get the small cushion that we needed to secure it.
Coach, you had some really good performances from a number of guys in this ball game. I thought Umar Baller was terrific, but Luke Goody had a career high.
Luke was great. It's kind of nice to see him get his career high with us, and I thought Kanan Carlisle was a big key in the game. On both ends of the floor, because he battled defensively and he made some tough shots, at the rim for us that we needed. And then Ballo has been Ballo. He's been playing phenomenal for us on both ends of the floor, and it's kind of nice to see.
Coach, talk a little bit about this team you're facing tonight. Northwestern has had a lot of really close ball games this year with their 7 losses.
Well, again, they're very competitive. They're a hard-nosed team, well coached. With Bonheiser, Martinelli, Nicholson, Barry, Leach. They got 5 guys that are truly solid, and we got to come in here and just be committed to play a physical game with them and not turn it over and rebound the ball and see if we can get out and run a little bit and score the ball.
They really like to pressure you defensively. That's one of their strengths, is it not?
It's a big strength of theirs. I just go by past years playing them. they put a lot of pressure on you from a defensive standpoint, man, and you just gotta meet that challenge. I mean, I always felt when teams play you hard like that defensively, you got to return the favor and then see how the game turns out.
They don't have Boo Buie any longer. They've got a freshman point guard. I'm sure you're glad to see Buie being gone.
Yeah, I mean, he was a pain in the butt, over the last few years playing them. But this kid Leach he can really play too. He's a bigger guard than Buie was, but he's kind of running their team, and I would say he's the head of the snake. So we really got to zoom in on him and play him tough because he gets a lot of things done on both ends of the floor for him.
Was the bounce back for your ball club one of the real keys to it, the defensive play?
Yeah, I mean, again, when you go on the road, we would have held them probably under 70 had it not reached overtime, and that's kind of where you want to be when you're out on the road trying to win games on the road. You can't let it get out, lopsided like we had in the Iowa game. But no, I thought we were solid defensively. It was a low-scoring game the first half, and then we kind of broke out the second half, and then they caught up and forced the overtime, and we was able to get it done.
I know you've been missing Malik Renew here of late. Is he back to play tonight?
He will play. How many minutes, I have no idea. He hadn't really practiced a whole lot, but we'll just gauge it and see where it leads us.
Are you dealing with any other injury issues, Coach?
I mean, again, we got some nicks and bruises, but everybody does, so it's just a part of it.
How about starting the lineup-wise tonight?
It'd be the same as we had the other night.
Coach, best of luck.
Thank you.
Mike Woodson on the head coach's report. We'll be back with a scouting report on this Northwestern ball club in a moment. Brought to you by Hunter Bloomington Properties. We'll be back after this from the CareSource Radio Network from Learfield.
Subaru is Consumer Reports' 2024 Best Mainstream Automotive Brand and has earned more IIHS Top Safety Awards than any other brand since 2013. With 96% of all Subarus sold in the past 10 years still on the road and over 7 million Subarus built right here in Indiana, you know you're getting a quality vehicle. Royal Subaru has been serving Bloomington, Indiana for over 40 years. Visit us today at our East 3rd Street location or at royaleastsubaru.com. Introducing Hoosier Game Day Lager, the official craft beer of Indiana University Athletics. Brewed by Upland Brewing Company in Bloomington, this smooth, refreshing beer embodies Hoosier pride with iconic cream and crimson candy stripes. It's the perfect companion for every game. Whether you're cheering in Memorial Stadium, Assembly Hall, or watching from home, IU Athletics are always better with beer. Find Hoosier Game Day Lager at Upland's 9 family-friendly locations, your local liquor store, neighborhood bar, and everywhere Upland beers are sold. Upland Brewing Company reminds you to drink responsibly. Go Hoosiers!
Have you been injured at work? Contact Golitko and Daly, the Indiana Work Injury Lawyers at IndianaWorkers.com. There's nothing easy about work injury cases. At Golitko and Daly, we focus on work-related injury cases and have board-certified and OSHA-trained trial lawyers to help you with your case. Find us at IndianaWorkers.com. Golitko and Daly, your Indiana Work Injury Lawyers. At Golitko and Daly, we go to work when you can't.
When you need mealtime inspiration, it's worth shopping Kroger for thousands of appetizing ingredients that inspire countless mouth-watering meals. And no matter what tasty choice you make, you'll enjoy our everyday low prices. Plus, extra ways to save, like digital coupons worth over $600 each week and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump with points. So you can get big flavors and big savings. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
Get back in the game. As the official healthcare and sports medicine provider of IU Athletics, IU Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Specialists are dedicated to caring for injured athletes. From the college superstar to the weekend warrior, we can tackle any injury and get you back in the game and back to the activities you love. Get expert care close to home. Call 812-333-2663 or visit iuhealth.org/Bloomington Ortho.
Hoosier fans, Harold Fish Incorporated has been making a difference across Indiana since 1985 as the premier provider of mechanical systems, including heating, air conditioning, plumbing, and process piping. Whether it's a large facility, business, or home, or if you want to work with a local company that is the best at what they do and supports the community, be sure to call HFI for your next project and see how they can make a difference for you.
Welcome back to Welsh Ryan Arena here in Evanston, Illinois, home of the Northwestern Wildcats in tonight's ball game with the Indiana Hoosiers taking on Chris Collins' team. Collins in his 12th year as the head coach here with this Northwestern program. He's done a remarkable job here. The last 2 years, he has taken to the NCAA tournament with identical 22-12 records overall in those 2 seasons. So he has done a really great job for this Northwestern program, no question about it. Our scouting report, as always, is brought to you by Hunter Bloomington Properties. Here's our conversation with Chris Collins. Chris, obviously your basketball team has played some really good basketball this year, and you haven't got as much out of it, I know, as you would like.
Yeah, I think sometimes, it goes one way or the other. You might get some wins that you don't play as well, and then other times you're like, man, we're playing pretty good, and we're getting some tough luck. And we've been in a lot of close games, especially in the league. Feel like we've played better than the 2-5 record, but that's what you are, And in this league, everybody's good, as you know. I mean, everybody's good, everybody's well coached, everybody has players, and you gotta do it for 40 minutes, sometimes 45, and figure out how to get it done. And that's our next kind of thing. We're playing good basketball, but can we consistently get to the finish line?
You've got these guys playing so hard, Coach. That's not easy to get done.
Well, it's a testament to who they are as young men. I mean, that's, we fortunately have had a couple years where we've had some winning seasons, have gone to postseason, and, that's kind of become the culture, of what you need to do here. And it starts with the older guys and the veterans on my team. They're bringing it every day, even through tough losses. They're coming back the next day and they're still fighting. And as a coach, that's all you can really ask for, especially as you try to go through this Big Ten gauntlet.
You lost Boo Buie to graduation, finally. But tell us a little bit about the new guy, Justin Leach.
Yeah, I mean, Leach has come in and he's done a really good job for us. He's leveling up. It was at Fairfield, and he came in. And the early part of the season, it was an adjustment, playing at this level. But I think he's really, the last 3 or 4 weeks, he's really come on. He's provided a scoring punch. We have Martinelli and Barnheiser, kind of our 2 go-to guys, but the complementary guys have to play well, and Leach has done a really good job for us, and we're going to need that as we go forward.
And Barnheiser has been just a terrific leader, has he not? Yeah,
he's just a competitor. He's a warrior. Anybody would want him on your side. I mean, Indiana kid, dad is his high school coach. He just wants to be out there, and he just immerses himself into the game, and because of that, he gets a lot done. And senior year, he's leading this team. He's our captain, and definitely the guy who makes us go.
What is the key to your team right now?
Well, I think just finding a way to get a home win. We've had a tough schedule, as anyone else has, but more road games than home games, and coming off a tough loss against Michigan in overtime on the road, and just to come out tonight and do whatever it takes to try to get one at home. I mean, home wins you got to get if you want to be relevant in this conference, and we're going to have energy, and against a good physical Indiana team, have to do a good job in the paint tonight.
What are your thoughts on Indiana?
Very talented, and to me, what I saw against Ohio State was a team that can play against anybody, in this league, and can be a factor in this league. I mean, the guards played well. Luke Goody's shooting, was electric the other night. With him and M'Baku now, you got 2 guys who can shoot the ball, which is giving spacing, for Ballo down low. Rice is a dangerous guy at the point guard position. So this is a talented team that has our full respect, and we know we're going to have to play really well if we want to get a win.
Is rebounding the key in this one?
I think a key. There's a lot of them, but no question. You can't just turn against this team. You gotta hit with your body, and you gotta block out, because they have athletes, they have size, and if we don't do a good job limiting them to one shot, it's going to be problems for us.
And that is the head coach of the Northwestern Wildcats, Chris Collins, in his 12th season now, and obviously a guy who has done, like I said before, a very, very good job here at Northwestern University as this ball club gets ready to take on the Hoosiers here this evening. And our scouting report, as always, brought to you by Hunter Bloomington Properties. One scouting locations for your next apartment. Make sure you check out what Hunter Bloomington Properties has to offer at hunterproperties.com. Hunter Bloomington Properties, because you should love where you live. Eric Sorrell will join us as we continue to preview tonight's game and look at the keys to the game and the IU Health Injury Report as well. When we return, this is IU Basketball on the CareSource Radio Network from Learfield.
Sharp Business Systems of Indiana is proud to be an official technology solutions provider of IU Sports Properties. SBS Indiana is best known for our great document solutions such as copiers and printers. But here at SBS, we also offer a full line of professional audio-visual solutions, including touchscreen video boards with integrated speakers and microphones, complete with professional installation and service. This state-of-the-art technology can improve both communication and interaction in offices and classrooms alike. To find out more, go to sbsindiana.com or call 317-844-0033.
Hi, I'm Christian Lawrence.
And I'm Brad Lawrence at Goldcasters Diamonds and Fine Jewelry. And we just want to remind you how much the woman in your life really does love you.
Wow, but Dad, how can you know that?
Well, she puts up with his sports, doesn't she? She's letting him listen to the game right now.
True.
Because she is your biggest fan.
Always cheering you on.
So come to Goldcasters
for a little sparkling gift that reminds her
that you're her biggest fan too.
Goldcasters at 2nd and Washington in Bloomington.
Health insurance companies are expected to carry health benefits, but CareSource does so much more. We look beyond doctors' offices and hospitals to see the challenges that face our members. Then we help them achieve not just better health, but better lives. Along with Healthy Indiana plan benefits, we help our members find stable jobs, housing, childcare, and rides so they can find greater independence. At CareSource, we're removing barriers. We're improving lives. We're reimagining health insurance.
At Indiana University, we're undaunted by challenge. We take the lead, we don't follow the crowd. Embracing the future with creativity and bravery, unapologetically optimistic, equipped with the knowledge and intention to change the world, because bold is who we are. 9 campuses, 1 purpose, creating tomorrow, today. Indiana University, bring on tomorrow. Join us at iu.edu.
Hoosier fans depend on Master Rental for all your rental needs. Whether you're a contractor or a do-it-yourselfer, our equipment and tool division has everything you need, from skid steers, excavators, and boom lifts to jackhammers, battery chainsaws, paint sprayers, and tillers. Our tent and event division offers the obvious tents, tables, chairs, and the associated needs like dance floors, bounce houses, lighting, and etc. And new this year, we are in the portable restroom business too. Let Master Rental take care of all of your rental needs, like we take care of Beatown Boulevard.
Whether you're home or away, AAA Insurance is there for you. Speaking of away, AAA Insurance is proud to offer a one-of-a-kind VIP package. Text AAA TRIP to 83200 and enter for the chance to win 2 tickets to watch IU on the road at Purdue, a one-night hotel stay, and 2 AAA Hoosier Motor Club memberships. Again, text AAA TRIP to 83200 for the chance to win. AAA Insurance for all auto, home, and life insurance needs.
Welcome back once again to Northwestern University, and Evanston, Illinois is where they're located. And of course tonight they take on the Indiana Hoosiers. And obviously this is a basketball game that Indiana believes it could win and should win. However, they have lost 4 in a row and 6 of the last 8 to this team.
Well, and this is one that Indiana's got to win. Right now, kind of just above the middle of the pack in the Big Ten standings, trying to move up into the top 4 spots, trying to eventually compete for a Big Ten championship. Don, these are the teams that you've got to beat. Northwestern's a good team. They're well coached. They've got a really good starting 5. But there's a 2-5 team right now in league standings, and you cannot allow yourself to get beat. If you hope to win a Big Ten championship, Don, you can't get beat on the road consistently. And for Indiana, consistency is the word. Can you back up a really good performance on the road against Ohio State with another really good performance on the road against Northwestern? We're going to see here tonight. But I'll tell you what, these Wildcats are absolutely starved for a home victory, and Indiana's going to have to play one of their best ball games of the season if they hope to come away with the W.
Well, they're going to have to play well because this team plays as hard as any team in this league on a consistent basis.
I agree. They absolutely battle for Coach Chris Collins. There is an extremely well-coached team. This is a really tough, small gym to play in. It gets really loud when Northwestern's playing really well. And Northwestern, quite frankly, Don's got two of the better scorers in the entire league in Nick Martinelli and Brooks Barnheiser. And this dynamic duo maybe is second to Rutgers' dynamic duo score in the basketball. I mean, these guys can really fill it up. Martinelli's averaging 20 points per game. Barnheiser's averaging over 18 points per game. Both are big wings that can get to pretty much any spot on the court. Martinelli's really shooting the three well this year at 41%. Barnheiser gets to the free throw line. He gets to his spots. He's tough as nails. I really like these two kind of wing players for Northwestern. And if they get going here tonight, it's going to be a long evening tonight for this Indiana defense. They really kind of spearhead this offensive approach that Northwestern attacks you with.
Jalen Leach is a freshman on this team, but he has come into his own here of late, starting to average double figures, 13.7 a ball game. But more importantly, he's running the point position for Chris Collins Ball Club, and he's become a very competent player.
Yeah, it's a tough task for Leach. I mean, it's a kid that's big guard, skilled, can shoot, but he's got to replace Boo Buie, who's one of the better guards that Northwestern's had in their entire history. Boo Buie was spectacular over his career. So to kind of get into that role and then figure out, okay, how do I make a difference as Jalen Leach, I think it's been a learning curve, quite frankly. And I do agree, he has been playing much better. He's coming off of a big-time performance the last time out. He's shooting the ball well. Imagine this Northwestern offense if they've got Martinelli, Barnheiser, and then all of a sudden a very dependable, consistent Jalen Leach. All of a sudden this offense becomes much more difficult to guard. So sky's the limit right now for Northwestern. They're 2-5, but they've got the personnel, the coaching, and quite frankly, the rest of the way the schedule will get easier for them here moving forward to really make some moves in the Big Ten standings.
Interestingly enough, Indiana will be facing a Ty Berry tonight that has not played his best basketball, and he's a senior on this ball club. He will not start in the game, but if he comes in and he knocks down a three-pointer right at the beginning, he could be a real handful tonight coming off the bench because he was a really good three-point shooter at one point in his career. Actually, the last 2 years when Boo Buie was the guard, I mean, he and Buie combined to key their three-point game.
Yeah, in the last 2 games, he has not started, and I think that's helped him a little bit. Sometimes guys just need the pressure taken off to kind of figure out, all right, when do I come into the game? Where's my shots coming from? And different lineups, guys play better in different lineups than others, and that's a very natural thing. If maybe Barry's more comfortable coming off the bench, who knows? All I know is he shot the ball better the last 2 games coming off the bench, and that's one thing that Northwestern has been missing is a reliable three-point shooter aside from Martinelli. And if Barry starts shooting the ball well the second half of the season here, that could mean trouble for the Big Ten as Northwestern gets rolling.
Well, Indiana's coming off an Ohio State win that they had to have that changed the whole complexion of the mindset of this basketball team, in my opinion, after those 2 big losses to Iowa and Illinois.
I thought it was a tough win. Just toughness was the word to describe it. Indiana got down in that game. Not big, but they got down, and they fought back. They took a lead. Really came off the back of some good three-point shooting from Luke Goody, some really good play from the big man Ballo, and some toughness plays from guys like Kanan Carlisle and Anthony Leal. And that's what you need, Don. You need guys to step up big off the bench. And all season we've been talking about the depth that this Indiana team has and the talent across the board. We're finally starting to see it here that last ball game against Ohio State. And you had guys step in and say, wait a minute, I can play here a little bit too, and I can make a difference. It was really nice to see some of the other guys for Indiana step up in a big way.
Well, Umar Ballo has been a real key for this basketball team of late. He has gotten 5 double-doubles in his last 6 ball games. He is currently averaging 17.3 points a game in Big Ten play, 14.5 on the season. But his rebounding is what has really jumped up, and he's averaging 11, almost 12 rebounds a game in Big Ten play.
Yeah, the last 2 road victories in Big Ten play at Penn State, at Ohio State, State, Ballo was the best big on the court. And I think it's going to be that type of effort for Indiana to win consistently on the road. Is your big man's got to be spectacular, rebounding the basketball. Defensively, offensively, Ballo's really made a difference. And we're going to see here an opportunity for maybe Malik Renew to come back into the lineup at some point in this ball game and make a difference. You got to have bigs just dominate the glass. The recipe for success is not that difficult, Don. You hear coaches talk about it all the time. We got to rebound, we got to defend, we got to win the toughness battle. And for Indiana, having Ballo be that big force inside, Indiana's been the tougher team their last two road victories. And that's going to be important here moving forward for Indiana, that they continue to get that type of rebounding and scoring around the rim that Umar Ballo has played with here the last couple times.
And we'll see how much he plays tonight, but getting Malik Renew back should really help this ball club.
No doubt about it. You're going to have games where Ballo's not playing his best, maybe some foul trouble, maybe the other team's double team and taking some things away, and you might need a reset offensively and bring in somebody like Malik Renew or pass the ball out to Luke Goody. I mean, you can't win the same way every single game because these coaches and scouting reports in this league are so good, Don. They will try to take away what you do best. And for Malik maybe being healthy again and getting some minutes here tonight, that could be huge for Indiana if Northwestern tries to take away Ballo early.
So we'll give you the scouting report, or the injury report, I should say, brought to you by Indiana University Health, the official healthcare and sports medicine provider for IU Athletics. For access to the state's most highly skilled positions, visit iuhealth.org/Bloomington Ortho. Tonight, obviously, Malik Renew is back. Will not start the ball game, but he will play in this one tonight. And he's been gone for, 6 games now, I think, is what he's missed. So it's good to get him back on the floor. We don't know about Bryson Tucker tonight. I think he could play in this ball game as well, but we'll have to wait and see on him. Trey Galloway is nursing an injury as well, but Trey Galloway will come off the bench, and he will play this evening for this Indiana basketball team. All right, that's the story as far as injuries are concerned. And what are the keys to the game?
Well, the two wings, 6'7", 6'6", Barnheiser and Martinelli, averaging close to 40 points per game between the two of them. I think you got to take one of those guys away here tonight. I think if both of those wings are scoring 20 points plus, it's going to be a long evening tonight for Indiana. So Indiana's going to have to figure out a way to take at least one of those guys away offensively.
All right, our pregame show has been brought to you by IU Credit Union, an official partner of IU Athletics. We started a credit union and created a community. We'll have the starting lineups in the opening tip in a moment. This is IU Basketball, the CareSource Radio Network from Learfield.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining Built Ford Tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, Built Ford Tough. Based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
Winning on the field and winning for clients both take hard work and commitment. Betsy Green, Fred Schultz, and IU football tight end James Bomba talk about what it takes.
James, what's it take to be a winning team? Everyone's got to know their job and they have to execute it well. When you all buy into a common goal, it's really easy to sync up and be successful.
And that is exactly our mindset at Green and Schultz. A winning team to do a great job for our clients.
Need a team that's all in for you? Call Green and Schultz Trial Lawyers or visit greenschultz.com.
Hey Hoosier fans, basketball season is here and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the courtside celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Indiana basketball games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the Indiana Hoosiers. The most disruptive idea in ticketing? A ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
SPG Roofing and Exteriors is proud to be a partner of IU Athletics. Whether it's a simple repair needed or you're looking into solar solutions for your home, with our combined 50 years of experience in the roofing industry, we can provide you with the quality workmanship you're looking for, along with the respect you deserve. Call us at 317-676-5756 or visit us at spgroof.com so we can get started on your project and schedule a contactless inspection to get an idea of the property and the project. We look forward to hearing from you soon, and go Hoosiers!
How many devices are connected to Wi-Fi in your home today? Televisions, smartphones, video doorbells, maybe even your refrigerator. It's a lot to put together into one seamlessly connected Wi-Fi solution. Smithville has just what you need to customize your ultra-fast Wi-Fi experience throughout your home. Learn how Smithville's new managed Wi-Fi service keeps you connected to what matters. Call 800-742-4084 or visit smithville.com to learn more.
Health insurance companies are expected to carry health benefits, but CareSource does so much more. We look beyond doctors' offices and hospitals to see the challenges that face our members. Then we help them achieve not just better health, but better lives. Along with Healthy Indiana plan benefits, we help our members find stable jobs, housing, childcare, and rides so they can find greater independence. At CareSource, we're removing barriers, we're improving lives, we're reimagining health insurance.
On the CareSource Radio Network from Learfield, Hoosier Basketball is on the air. Brought to you by Coors Light. Coors Light. Choose chill. Official beer sponsor of Indiana Athletics. And by Smithville. At home and at work, Smithville is your local choice for internet, voice, and smart security solutions. Visit smithville.com for more information. The tip is moments away. From the Smithville Broadcast Center, here's the voice of the Hoosiers, Don Fisher.
And welcome back once again to Northwestern's Welsh Ride Arena as Indiana gets ready to take on the Northwestern Wildcats here tonight. Our starting lineups are brought to you by Green & Schultz Trial Lawyers, a winning team for victims of injury and loss. And here's how they'll line up for the Wildcats here this evening. At guard, Jalen Leach. He's 6'4", 200 pounds, a graduate senior out of Nyack, New York, a transfer from Fairfield. Also at the guard spot here this evening, it's going to be a little bit different for the Northwestern Ball Club this evening. I'm not really sure who they're going to play at that other guard spot. It must be Brooks Beinheiser at 6'6", 230, a senior from Lafayette, Indiana. He is one of the leading scorers on this team at 18.4 a ball game. A young man who has played his heart out for this program and continues to do so in his senior year. Matthew Nicholson will be at the center position. He's 7', 280, a graduate senior out of Clarkston, Michigan. And also starting tonight will be Luke Hunger. He is 6'10", 260, a redshirt sophomore from Montreal, Quebec. So they're going with two bigs to start this ball game. And of course, the other wingman is Nick Martinelli. He's 6'7", 220, a junior out of Glenview, Illinois, averaging 20 points per ball game for this Northwestern team. So he and Barnheiser have been the big scorers so far this year for them on a consistent basis. For Indiana, the Hoosiers will go as they did against Ohio State. Miles Rice, 6'3", 180, redshirt sophomore from Columbia, South Carolina at one of the guard positions. Luke Goody will be playing the two-guard spot. He is 6'7", 210 pounds, a senior out of Fort Wayne, Indiana. Anthony Leo is also out there as a guard. He is 6'5", 205. He's a senior from Bloomington, Indiana, South High School. And then Mackenzie Mbako at 6'8", 217, a sophomore from Gladstone, New Jersey, will be one of the forwards. And Umar Bolo at 7', 260, a graduate senior out of Miami, Florida, at the center position. So those are the starting fives for these two ball clubs here this evening. And the officials for tonight's game, a veteran crew, Paul Zelk, Kim Comer, and Larry Serrato. And let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Indiana University Basketball. Ready for the tip here tonight. Northwestern just about ready to come back out on the floor. And while we have just a second here, I want to pass along a special note tonight. A good lady by the name of Susie Gregory from Columbus, Indiana, who has been a long-time IU radio fan and is such a fan of this Indiana program, and she passed away this past week. Every Christmas for the past 20-plus years, she sent me a box of homemade peanut brittle, absolutely delicious stuff, and she also sent me a painting of the quad shot back in the day, and we really appreciate all she did, and our condolences to the family of Susie Gregory. Indiana tip apparently was knocked out by Indiana's Umar Bolo, and it's going to be picked up by Northwestern. The Cats will have it out of bounds right in front of us here. Inbound comes to Martinelli and to Jalen Leach. Leach brings it across the timeline. He gives it outside to Martinelli. Martinelli clears it over to Nicholson, top of the key, guarded by Baldo. He dribbles it one time, gives it up to Leach. Leach dances around out there and got away. We thought he got away with the travel, but the late whistle from Comer, the official, gives Indiana the basketball, the turnover.
Yeah, just picked up his pivot foot there. And not how you want to start the game there if you're Coach Chris Collins. And for Indiana, an opportunity here to kind of set the tone, get an early basket to take an early lead.
Up the floor comes Miles Rice with the basketball, gets it across the timeline. Miles on the dribble against Leach. Takes it to the left side on the wing, throws it out the ball on top of the key. Umar dribbles it one time. He looks inside, then throws it to Rice back on the wing. Now Rice throws a bad pass, but he picks it back up again, gives it to Leo. Leo's pass is deflected and stolen by Brooks Barnheiser. Barnheiser brings it across the timeline, gives it to Martinelli. He flips it out to Leach for a three try, and he missed it. Rebound, however, to Nicholson. Nicholson with the basketball, throws it outside. This time it is passed inside to Martinelli. He tried to flip it into Nicholson, and he couldn't hang on to it.
A late double team from Indiana left Nicholson wide open underneath the basket. And if Martinelli gets a mismatch like he did that last play, looks like Miles Rice was matched up against him. Northwestern's going to hit him on the low block every single time.
Well, how about this? Angelo Cherovino actually was starting the game in place of Luke Hunger. So he gave us the wrong starting lineup there. Here's Rice, who loses the ball out of bounds. And Indiana turns it over for a second time.
Yeah, two deflections and a lost ball out of bounds here early. The first three times Indiana's touched it. That could be a problem here if that persists.
Here is Leach with the basketball. Dribbles it to the right side of the floor, then comes back to the left, takes it down low to the lane, kicks it back out for Martinelli for an open three shot, and he buried it. Martinelli gets the first points of this ball game on a three. Across the timeline comes Rice for Indiana. Rice throws it out front to Anthony Leo. Leo dumps it to Ballo between the circles. Ballo dribbles it one time, gives it off to Rice on the left wing. He dribbles it down low. He bounces it inside to Ballo. Ballo can't work, gets it into Mbako. Mbako puts it up off the glass. No, and the rebound comes to Barnheiser. Brooks brings it across the timeline. Barnheiser dribbles to the top. Pulls it out of there, takes it left, gives it off to Cherovino. Cherovino right back to Barnheiser out on the wing. Now he goes back to Martinelli on the right side. Martinelli drives to the wing, spins on Miles Rice, can't get inside against the double team, and throws it outside to Leach. They get it down to the corner to Cherovino. He fakes, he drives, puts up a shot, whistle blows, got a foul called against Indiana, and Luke Goody gets his first.
Yeah, Indiana's bringing a late double team to Martinelli. They're trying to get the ball out of his hands so that he's not an impact guy, but I'll tell you what, he's made two really good passes after he splits that double team. He is finding the open man. Indiana's got to be great here tonight, Don, rotating and scrambling out of that double team. Make sure you recover out the shooters.
Cherovino will go to the free throw line. He's not a very good free throw shooter on the season, but he knocks down the first. So Cherovino gets his first point of the ball game. He'll have a second coming, 56%. And he's just 1 of 2 in Big Ten play. Now he's 2 of 3 in Big Ten play. And he'll have one more. And this one bounces off the back of the rim. It's picked off by Miles Rice on the long rebound. Rice up the floor to Anthony Leo. Bounces back to Rice. Drives in, lays it up and in. And Miles has Indiana's first two. Right back down the floor. Pitch in the corner goes to Cherovino. The freshman on the dribble against Mbako. Throws it outside. He gets it in the hands of Leach. Jalen Leach holds on to it, drives it to the right, down low on the wing, takes it inside, pulls up, fires a fadeaway shot that won't go, and Indiana's got the rebound. Up the floor. Mbako just got called for traveling. And so Indiana turns it over for a third time already.
Yeah, Mbako got put in a tough spot that time by Anthony Leo. That's one Anthony's got to keep there, Don. Be a guard, continue to dribble down the court, wait, make the defense come, stop the basketball first, then find the open man.
Leach across the timeline, bounces her way to Barnheiser. Barnheiser on the dribble, top of the lane. Barnheiser drives it to the right of the circle. Now looks, gets it out into the hands of Cherovino. He tries to drive on Mbako down low, lost the handle, and he got caught with the travel. So we've had a couple of traveling violations on both teams now.
Yeah, it's been sloppy here early offensively for both of these teams. For Indiana, the question is, can you get the big man involved? Northwestern wants to double team the low post. They have for the last few years. Ballo has not gotten many touches here early.
Rice drives it to the right side of the key and brings it back to the top, gives it to Luke Goody, then back outside to Rice. He goes right side to Mbako. He drives it back to Rice. Rice takes it to the wing, bounces it off to Anthony Leo. He can't work, gives it to Mbako for a 3 try. He missed it. Rebound taken out of there by Bobo, puts it up and in.
He's going to have to just do that. Bury his head underneath the rim. Get great position for the offensive rebound. Northwestern had Barnheiser, who's given up about 5-6 inches there to Indiana's big man Ballo, and Ballo just cleans up the offensive glass with a chance at a 3-point play.
So Umar will go to the free throw line with an opportunity here. Indiana and Northwestern are tied at 4. Ballo will try to give Indiana their first lead. Umar, left-handed, up to 61% in Big Ten play in his free throw shooting, and that one rattles around the rim and drops in for a 3-point play. Indiana's got the 5-4 advantage, 16:28 on the clock here in the first half. Up the floor, Leach with the basketball. Leach throws it outside to Martinelli. He fires it left to Cheravino. Cheravino holds and gives back to Leach. Leach turns around, looks for help. Now dribbles it, fires it over to Barnheiser for a 3 try on the wing. He missed, and the rebound to Martinelli. Martinelli inside, puts it back up, and he draws a foul. And they're going to call this one against Indiana, and I believe it was Rice, and it was.
That's what makes Martinelli so tough to guard. He not only gets to his spot, he can shoot the 3, but he also does that type of stuff for you at the offensive glass. He's that time on the weak side, crashing hard. Indiana with not a great block out. Martinelli just does the dirty work for Northwestern.
And his free throw bounces around and drops in. He's got his 4th point of the ball game. Martinelli on the season hitting 74% from the Big Ten in Big Ten play, 71% overall. And now he hits 2 in a row, and he's got his 5th point, and back goes Northwestern on top. 6-5 here early, 16:03 on the clock. Rice with the basketball, guarded by Leach. Bounces it off to Ballo. Ballo, a little push shot. Won't go. Rebound taken out of there by Barnheiser. Brooks Barnheiser across the timeline on the dribble, top of the lane. Works on Ballo with a 17-foot jump shot and knocks it home. And Barnheiser's got his first 2, and now it's 8-5 Northwestern. Up the court, Rice with the basketball. Outside pass to Goody. Goody on the right wing to Leo. Leo back out to Rice. He gets it to Ballo. Ballo on Nicholson. Hands it over to Mbako. He goes back with a pass to Rice on the right side. Indiana not getting much penetration here. Rice down inside the Ballo, but he threw it right through the legs, and I think it may have touched the Northwestern player last, and Indiana's going to get possession.
Really trying to thread the needle there as that shot clock's winding down. Got to give credit to Northwestern. They've done a really nice job guarding Indiana's ball screens and handoffs. The Hoosiers not getting a lot in their half-court sets here early in this ballgame.
Timeout on the floor, 15:19 on the clock, and Indiana right now is trailing 8-5. We're back in a moment. This is IU Basketball on the CareSource Radio Network from Learfield.
This is Steve Webb with Electric Plus, a full-service electrical contractor powering Indiana with offices in Bloomington, Avon, Lafayette, and Kokomo. We work hard to deliver big wins for our customers. We lead the league in new construction, expansions, modernizations, and service repair. Our team excels at industrial, commercial, residential, and 24/7 emergency coverage. Just like the Hoosiers desire to be the best, the mission of Electric Plus is to be the best electrical contractor, period. For more information, please visit electricplus.com and go Hoosiers.
As a red-blooded IU fan, you know when something's homegrown, Hoosier authentic. That's why you'll love Indiana Kitchen premium pork products. Indiana Kitchen's a real Indiana company that partners with its surrounding family farms to deliver the highest quality, best-tasting pork you can buy. Like Indiana Kitchen bacon. It's cut a little thicker and smoked over natural hardwood for a hearty Hoosier flavor no other brand can match. One taste and you'll know why more people are saying, my brand is Indiana. Find out more at indianakitchen.com.
Smithville's been a proud sponsor of IU Athletics since 2009 and in the communications business since 1922. So we know how important it is to have a reliable internet connection when IU is playing. Watch the Hoosiers this season with gig speeds from Smithville. At the game, keep an eye on your home or business right from your phone with our smart security options. At home or at work, trust Smithville to connect you to fiber internet, voice, and security solutions. To learn more, call 800-742-4084 or visit smithville.com.
Back here at Welsh Ride Arena here in Evanston, Illinois. Northwestern and Indiana battling here early. 8-5 lead for the Wildcats at this point with 15-19 on the
Central Indiana Honda Dealer scoreboard. Garnish Catering, now under new ownership, offers a wide variety of customizable catering services for large or small parties. From our kitchen to your table, you can count on Garnish Catering to provide excellence in quality and service. Visit us online at garnishcatering.com.
Well, early it's the sloppy play here for both teams. Wildcats, Hoosiers, they both got 3 turnovers in just over 4 minutes of play, Don, and that's just not going to cut it, especially on the road. I mean, Indiana, Don, this is a good Northwestern team, right? And they've only lost 1 time all season long here on their home court. Indiana's got to make sure they're tight with the basketball here. Run your stuff, but make sure you're not throwing the ball away and allowing Northwestern to get easy looks at the other end.
And Baco will inbound the ball, gets it to Bolo, gives it right back to McKenzie. He drives it to the top of the lane. Now, puts up a shot from 3-point range that doesn't hit anything but the backboard. And obviously was pushing up there because he looked at the shot clock and it was already down way too far. Barnheiser's got the ball on the right side. Barnheiser on the dribble, pulls it back out to Leach. He fires it left side. They get it to Martinelli down in the corner. Martinelli now trying to drive around, looking for help. And Anthony Leal picked his pocket, throws it over to Mackenzie Mbako, and Indiana's got the basketball. Mbako gets it across the timeline to Leal. Outside to Trey Galloway, who's replaced Miles Rice. And now here is Leal on the right side to Goody. Back out it comes to Galloway. Galloway drives it to the left, drives it down in the corner, gives it to Leal for a 3, airballed it, and the rebound taken out of there by Martinelli. Martinelli brings it back the other way to Barnheiser, lays it up inside, got the roll. And Barnheiser comes up with his 4th point of the ball game. Here's the other way, Indiana on a break. Here is McKenzie, and Mbako knocks down a layup. What goes off the backboard.
What a finish there by Mbako. I'll tell you what, he was the only Hoosier around the basket. That was 1-on-5 there. And rather than pull it out, he decides to spin move right into the heart of the defense. And he finished over all 5 guys from Northwestern. That was a big-time finish from Mbako.
And coming in for the first time in a long time, Malik Renew for the first time tonight. He's going to replace Anthony Leal in the lineup. And we've got a short timeout taken here, a 30, I guess. Smithville connects Hoosiers at home and at work through internet, voice, and smart security solutions. Stick with the home team. Visit smithville.com for more information.
Okay, so it looked like Nicholson got elbowed in the nose as he was trying to contest that layup. This will be one of those basketball plays. Just kind of move on here, nothing to see. But really good move from Mbako, Don. I mean, I wouldn't advise him doing that moving forward, the 1-on-5. But I'll tell you what, Indiana, when Mackenzie Mbako is shooting well and scoring, it's a really tough offense to guard. And the Hoosiers have got to find some way to get him going. He's been in a slump here the last few ballgames.
To say the least, I think he's 4 of 29 from the field and 0 for 15 from the 3-point line coming into this game in the last 4 games.
Yeah, he was well into the 40s 3-point percentage-wise. I think he's dropped all the way down to mid-30s now from 3. So Indiana's got to find a way to get him going, scoring the basketball. We saw at the Penn State game how dynamic he can be at times. That was a really good move against Northwestern's defense that last transition.
Fitzmaurice is coming in for Northwestern. Nicholson sat down because of the injury. Fitzmaurice, top of the key against Bolo, gives it to Leach. Leach brings it back outside between the circles. Now still dribbling with it to the left. Finally gets the pass off on the wing here to Barnheiser. He tries to take Luke Goody down low, kicks it back outside. They get it around the perimeter to Martinelli. He drives with a little left-hand runner and knocks it down. And Martinelli's got his 7th point already. He has got 7 of the 12 that Northwestern has on the board. It's a 12-7 contest. The pass comes out to Goody on the right wing. Goody dribbles it back to the top, gives it to Malik Renew. Renew hands off, tried to pitch it over to Trey Galloway, and the ball got batted out of bounds, so a good deflection by Northwestern. Indiana's got 16 on the shot clock.
Yeah, Renew and Balo playing together here, so we'll see. We haven't seen this too big lineup here the last few ball games.
Here's Trey Galloway, slides it out to the midcourt, bounces it down low, and threw another bad pass. Turnover by Indiana. They break it the other way, and Leach turns it over for Northwestern. So both these teams continuing to turn the ball over at too big a rate for either coach. Here is Balo in the corner to Luke Goody for a 3, and yes! And Goody has his first basket of the ball game and draws Indiana right back in the contest to a 2-point deficit. 12-10 Northwestern. Bounce pass to Fitzmaurice. Outside pass comes to Ty Berry, who's checked in. Berry for Northwestern fires it off to Martinelli. He takes it to the top. Pitches it to Barnheiser for a three that's short, off the rim, and the rebound. Barnheiser picks it back up again. Gets it outside to Berry for a three, and he hit it. That's not a good sign right there. Berry's first points of the ball game, and suddenly it's 15-10.
And it came off an offensive rebound, too. You did a good job initially. You got to come away with that defensive board.
Ball in the hands of Trey Galloway. Outside pass to Malik Renew, right back to Trey. Galloway goes to Umar. Ballo gives it back to Galloway. Galloway dribbles it back to the top. Looks left, turns it right, throws it over to Malik. Down low to Ballo. Ballo against Fitzmaurice. Out to Galloway for a three look, and he got it. Trey Galloway gets his first shot to fall. And Indiana right back within two at 15-13. Now Leach will bring it across the timeline. Leach to Fitzmaurice between the circles. Fitzmaurice holds on to it. Ballo not guarding him tightly. Now he dribbles it a couple of times. Looks to hand it off, and Goody is going to be called for another foul here. And Luke Goody picks up number 2 early, and that's not a good sign for Indiana. But timeout on the floor with 11:51 on the clock here. 15-13. Northwestern leads it by 2. We're back in a moment. This is IU Basketball on the CareSource Radio Network from Learfield.
Health insurance companies are expected to carry health benefits, but CareSource does so much more. We look beyond doctors' offices and hospitals to see the challenges that face our members. Then we help them achieve not just better health, but better lives. Along with Healthy Indiana plan benefits, we help our members find stable jobs, housing, childcare, and rides so they can find greater independence. At CareSource, we're removing barriers. We're improving lives. We're reimagining health insurance.
It's no coincidence that Neil rhymes with deal, because that's something you can always count on with the leader in tires and auto repair for nearly a century. Neil Tire is committed to giving you the best deal on a set of Falcon tires. Stay safe on the roads this basketball season as you travel to all those Indiana Hoosiers games. Visit neiltire.com to schedule an appointment and to find the location nearest you. As always, nothing beats a Neil deal.
When you want the best quality, safety, reliability, and savings, it's gotta be Honda. Save thousands with low 0% APR financing. When you gotta have selection, Honda cars, trucks, vans, SUVs, hybrids, and EVs are in stock and on sale. Like the 2024 Honda Prologue EV with 0% APR financing. To see why it's gotta be Honda, search your local Honda dealer today. See dealer for financing details. Financing on credit approval. Offer ends 3/3/25.
Here at Welsh Ryan Arena in Northwestern at Northwestern University in Evanston, Indiana right now trailing by 2, 15-13 to the Wildcats. Your Central Indiana Honda dealers, they are proud to bring you better Hondas for better Indiana. Award-winning Hondas built right there in the state of Indiana with local factories. Search your local Honda dealer for the great deal right now on a new Honda.
Well, a couple threes the last few possessions for Indiana, Don, have come off of low post feeds to the big man, Ballo. And I'll tell you what, this Northwestern defense is absolutely sagging down. It's not a traditional double team, but man, they've got multiple defenders inside the paint. And rather than force the issue, Ballo is looking opposite, and that skip pass is there. First, it was Luke Goody in the left wing. Right after that, it was Luke Goody in the left corner, and then Galloway on the left wing. Indiana knocks down a couple threes. But when you get the ball inside first, kick it out to a wide-open shooter, all of a sudden three-point shooting gets a little bit easier for those guys. And Ballo, early in this game, has been spectacular for Indiana.
Northwestern has 5 turnovers. Indiana has 4, so it's a bit sloppy at the same time, but both are shooting it well. Northwestern 5 of 9, Indiana 5 of 10. And the Cats will have the basketball. Barnheiser will inbound here as Paul Zelk hands the ball to him, and he gets it in. Top of the key to Fitzmaurice. He dribbles it back to Barnheiser. Barnheiser on the dribble between the circles. Works to the left side, down to the wing. Turns around, double team comes, throws it outside, deflected off to Ty Berry. Berry now fires up a long three-pointer, hit it! And Berry, I'm telling you, you can't let him get open. He's got 6. 2 threes, and he's 2 for 2 in that department, and he could become a major factor in this one. 18-13 now, Northwestern. Foul call on Fitzmaurice down low. He was hanging on to Umar Ballo, and so The foul call on Keenan Fitzmaurice. He is a redshirt senior out of Stony Brook. Picked up his first foul of the ball game.
Indiana's got their two bigs in the lineup right now. They try to get the high-low action with Renew at the top of the key and Ballo underneath the basket.
And Fitzmaurice out of the game, and Nicholson is back in for Northwestern. Here is Trey Galloway. Drives it right. Forces up a shot off the glass. No. Ballo with the rebound, and he gets fouled. And they also have another new face in there, KJ Wyndham, in for the first time, and he got called for the personal. So first on Wyndham. Anthony Leal now checks in for IU, and Mackenzie Mbako will sit down. And the inbound will come from Indiana. Looks like be Leal that will do the inbound underneath the Hoosier basket there. Keenan Carlisle's also in for IU. The pass comes into Ballo. Ballo. One dribble, gives it up to Galloway. Galloway looks, throws it out to Ballo. Ballo fakes the pass down inside. He gets knocked down. Here's a drive on the other way as Indiana turns it over, and Galloway blocks his shot. Martinelli with a rebound to Berry. Down under Barnheiser. He drives inside, throws it up. It's knocked away, and Indiana comes away with the basketball. Here's Leo across the timeline. Lobs it into Malik. Renewed. Backs his way into Nicholson. Little jump hook with a left hand. No good. Rebound. Fought for. And out of bounds. It's going to belong to Northwestern.
And it should belong to North. No, they said Northwestern, but it should be Indiana.
Oh, yeah. Well, he pointed the wrong way.
Yeah, I was confused there for a second because that went off of Barnheiser.
So Indiana will have it. So Trey Galloway will trigger it in. Well, wait a second. Now we've got, what do we got? Larry Serrato walks over to the scorer's bench for some reason. And they're trying to figure something out here, maybe with the clocks. 10:53 on the game clock, 24 seconds on the shot clock. We'll just have to wait and see. But this will be a short timeout. Will give us another opportunity to get a read out of the way. Reed and Schultz trial lawyers have the strength to accomplish legal challenges you may face. Reed and Schultz, a winning team for victims of injury and loss. More at greenschultz.com.
We could probably double the reads with all the reviews we have each game.
Well, you got a point there, and so I will. Our game also brought tonight by CareSource, individual and family health insurance, reimagining health insurance.
Let's see, it's 10:53 on the game clock, 24 seconds on the shot clock. They're reviewing to make sure that's right. Let's see what type of change gets made here and what a difference it makes here in this first half and the outcome. But, yeah, the clock operator is the one that signaled there needed to be a review, so we get to watch here. Yeah, the shot clock never really started or reset late. There's a lot of crazy action going on here, back and forth. But you got to give credit to Indiana. I'll tell you what, the Hoosiers are hanging tough right now. It's a 5-point deficit, but you just got to start shooting the ball a little bit better here. Right? Kind of big in a slump here, shooting, not getting great looks. With Goody on the bench, 2 fouls, you lose a 3-point shooter that kind of spaces the court. And right now, Indiana not getting a lot of really good looks with that 2-big lineup that they've got here because Northwestern is trying to take away touches inside the paint.
Well, Indiana has 3 guards in the ball game along with Malik and Umar. And Umar, right now, signaling he wants Anthony Leal to come over and say something to him, and now he puts him back out at the elbow of the free throw line.
Your 2 best 3-point shooters are Mbako and Goody. They're both on the bench right now. So where's that 3-point or that shooting production come from? Galloway's hit one already in this ball game. Carlisle's coming off of a game where he got going offensively. Indiana's going to have somebody with this lineup knocking down some shots from the perimeter if Northwestern continues to try to take away the low post by packing in multiple guys inside the paint.
They've changed the clocks. 10:26 left in this ball game and 20 seconds down on the shot clock. And Indiana will have the ball to inbound here. Trey Galloway under the basket will be handed the ball here shortly. Little Billie Jean on the PA system. Here's the inbound pass to Malik Renew. Lobs it into Ballo. Ballo works against Nicholson down low. Puts up a little jump right hand hook. No good. Rebound. Ty Berry comes away with it. Back down the floor comes Northwestern. Leach across the timeline. Leach guarded by Keenan Carlisle. Takes it to the right side. Leach now gives top of the key to Berry. Pulls up for a little runner and knocks it in. Barry's got 8 points already. Came off the bench. We said that's a guy you do not want to get hot, and he's gotten hot very early. 9:53 to go in the game, first half. And the ball in the hands of Umar. He lobs it into Malik down low, puts it up, and he missed the shot. Rebound taken out of there by Wyndham. Wyndham for Northwestern brings it across the timeline. He drives to the right side, feeds it to Barry for a quick three, and he hit another one. He is on fire. 11 points for Ty Barry. He hasn't shot the ball this well in a while. And now we got a whistle and a timeout called by Mike Woodson. So, Indiana with 9:26 to go here in the first half suddenly finds themselves down 10 points, 23-13, and most of it's due to Ty Barry.
Yeah, you hear the coaches talk a lot about we cannot allow this guy to get going. Well, what's that mean? Shooting is so much about confidence. And right now, Ty Barry is full of confidence right now. He's got zero hesitation. But when you let a guy like that get an open look, he knocks it down, an easy three-point look. And then all of a sudden, the next one just gets that much easier because he's feeling it. And then he really starts feeling he knocks down a catch and shoot with the guy right in his face. You cannot allow a guy like Ty Barry to get going offensively because he's got all the confidence in the world right now. And when he's shooting the ball well and Barnhizer and Martinelli's going, man, this offense is really tough to spot. Northwestern just hasn't had that consistency shooting the basketball from Barry up to this point in the season. But he's been spectacular early here for the Wildcats.
Inbounding will be Anthony Leo. Gives it to Trey Galloway between the circles. He takes it to the left, then pulls back right with a pass to Malik Renew. Now off to Leo. They get it back out front to Galloway. Now left side to Carlisle. Back to Galloway. Down to the baseline. Drives inside. Ball tipped away and out of another turnover. Here's a drive by Wyndham. Keith has his shot blocked by Leo. It goes out of bounds off of Wyndham, and Indiana will get it.
Yeah, Wyndham tried a little Euro step. And Leo just stayed straight up. That was really nice transition defense from Anthony Leo. Stop the ball is priority number one, and that's exactly what he did. He's ended up getting a turnover for this Indiana defense.
Malik Renew will inbound. He bounces it in Miles Rice. Rice brings it up the floor. Goody with 2 fouls, getting set to check back in. Here's Rice with the basketball. Drives it to the right side, drives it down low, throws it in the corner to Keenan Carlisle into Ballo, lost the handle. Then the shot by Malik Renew is blocked away, but Malik comes up with it again, gets his own rebound, turns around, throws it outside to Carlisle for a three. He rims it, no good. Ballo's got the rebound, puts it up and in. And Umar Ballo just hangs in there, waits for his opportunity, gets it, and knocks it down.
Indiana was 0 of their last 7 before that offensive rebound. But it was multiple rebounds on that one possession. Credit to Indiana's bigs. They're getting active underneath the glass, and Ballo comes away with another rebound for this Indiana offense and a chance at a three-point play. That's the second one we've seen here, and we're still just under 9 minutes left to go here in this first half.
23-15, Northwestern leads, but there's Umar at the free throw line. Trying to make a three-point play for the second time, and this one won't go. But he does get the basket, and Indiana's still in the hunt here early. 8:35 to go, first half. Here's Leach outside to Martinelli. He flips it left to Barnhizer. Lobs it right back to Martinelli inside. Throws it in the corner to Barry. Barry fakes, throws it back out to Barnhizer. Now to Leach. He drives inside, pulls up, turns, lobs it inside, and threw it away. Right into the hands of Indiana. And Anthony Leo's got the basketball. Leo on the left side, throws it out to Luke Goody, fires it off to Rice. He drives the baseline into Ballo. His shot's blocked, but they got a whistle and a foul. And the personal will go against Northwestern. And I believe Martinelli gets nailed on it.
You got to have a guy like Miles Rice in your lineup. But even when he's not shooting the ball well, Don, that's just a drive baseline. He beats the first defender. He just the court vision to find Ballo underneath the basket. But this four-guard lineup, all of a sudden, is space the court out a little bit. You got room for the drive and kick.
And Martinelli picks up his second foul. Here's Umar, and the free throw is good. And Ballo now has his 6th point of the ball game. Umar 2 of 3 at the line. Getting better and better at that left-handed free throw. 8:07 to go. Indiana down 23-16. Ballo eyes number 2 on its way and good. And Ballo's got his 7th point. 23-17, a 6-point lead for the Cats, and they've got the basketball. Here comes Leach across the timeline. Leach fires it right side to Berry. Berry being hawked out there by Carlisle. They get it back out front. Now Nicholson has his pass knocked away, and Indiana's got another steal. Down the floor, here's Goody. Fakes the three, gives it back out to Rice. Rice with the ball on the dribble near midcourt. Now drives it to the right side, pulls up inside, feeds it to Ballo. Ballo gets the ball knocked away. Rice saves it, and then he gets hammered inside, and there's another foul call. And let's see who this one is on. And we got timeout on the floor with 7:36 to go here in this first half. Indiana trailing 23-17 to Northwestern. And I'm just looking here to see who they called that foul on. And they still haven't posted it. So we'll be back here in a moment with Indiana down 23-17. This is IU basketball on the CareSource Radio Network from Learfield.
Indiana University knows a thing or two about making great plays, and so does Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield. Whether you qualify for Medicaid or Medicare, a plan through the Affordable Care Act, or have health coverage through your job, you can feel confident with Anthem's large network of doctors, hospitals, and health professionals. To learn more about Anthem's health plans, call your authorized agent or visit Anthem.com. Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield is the trade name of Anthem Insurance Companies, Inc., independent licensees of the Blue Cross Blue Shield Association. Anthem is a registered trademark of Anthem Insurance Companies, Inc.
Milwaukee-based Cousin Subs now has 2 Indianapolis area locations at 9321 North Michigan Road and 8545 South Emerson Avenue. To celebrate, Cousins and Indiana University Athletics have teamed up to offer IU fans a chance for 2 tickets to the final home game on March 8th and a shot at $100,000 in their half-court hall sweepstakes. Fans can enter daily through February 28th and find more info at iuhoosiers.com/cousinsubs. Cousin Subs, we believe in better.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining Built Ford Tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, Built Ford Tough. Based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
Back once again here at Welsh Ryan Arena, where Indiana right now trailing by 6, 23-17 to Northwestern. But the Hoosiers will have the basketball when play resumes here. There was not a foul called. Somebody apparently stepped out of bounds for Northwestern with the ball in their hand. Fans, IU Credit Union is an exclusive provider of the IU Athletics MasterCard debit card. Choose yours from 6th-grade IU designs and show your Hoosier pride. See them online at iucu.org. IU Credit Union, the official partner of IU Athletics.
Well, Indiana, 1 of their last 10 from the field. This Northwestern defense is trying their best right now to take away the basket. Hoosiers are doing a pretty good job rebounding the ball, but with Luke Goody back in the game, you got to find some way to generate some offense from the three-point line here.
Leo looks to get it inbounds. He bounces it into Umar. And Ballo against Nicholson down low, tries to back him in and tried to pass it off. It's Leo picking up the loose ball, gives it over to Rice for a 3, and he hit! Miles Rice has got his 5th point of the ball game, his first basket in a while, and it's 23-20 and Indiana within 3. Now, Jalen Leach with the ball for Northwestern. Drives it to the right side, comes back off a screen, drives it down low, pulls it back outside with a pass to Berry. He gives it to Barnheiser. Brooks on the dribble, top of the key, feeds it left side to Leach for a 3 try. He rims it no good, and Indiana's Leo comes up with a rebound. Down the floor to Miles Rice. Rice on the dribble. New face in the game for the Wildcats. We'll get him for you in a moment. Blake Smith, I believe. They pass it down low. It comes to Umar. Umar throws it into Leo. Tries to put it up. Gets fouled on the play.
Well, Anthony Leo's doing some really good things for Indiana right now. He's got 2 steals, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, a block shot here early in this ball game. He's not shooting a ton, but that time a really good cut off of the post feed to get about a 5-footer and force the foul from this Northwestern defense. Leo's doing everything right now for Indiana at both ends.
Leo, free throw, no good. Everything but score.
You gotta make your free throws here. Well, he has struggled on his free throws this season, Don. Has been all short. He's hitting the front of the rim. You got to get your legs under you. You got to lean forward. Make sure you're falling forward here on these free throws. Cannot be leaning back.
Leo has one more shot coming, and they give him the air ball treatment because he put up a 3 that was an air ball, but he hits the second free one. Indiana down 4 now. I mean, 2. 23-21. Here is Leach with the basketball. Leach on the dribble against Rice. Takes it right side. Throws it down low. It comes off to Barnheiser. He throws it back across court. Here is Nyberry. Kicks it outside. They get it to Sherafino, who's back in. Sherafino lost it. Rice comes in there to try to steal the ball. And Rice is called for the foul.
Yeah, it's Indiana defense is flying around right now, Don. This is the type of defense. I don't know what the outcome's going to be, but this is the type of effort that it takes to win on the road. They're taking away the threes. The closeouts are aggressive. That time, Miles Rice got all ball there. Almost came up with a steal for this Indiana defense.
Woodson did not like that call at all. The pass comes into Leach. Leach throws it back to Barnheiser. Fakes the 3, then dribbles it out to the top. Right side pass to Sherafino for a 3. He missed, and Leo's got the rebound. Anthony pushes it up the floor. Gets it across the line. Down low pass. Knocked away and stolen by Northwestern. Back the other way. Here is Sherafino driving in. He is fouled. He'll go to the line for a couple. And the foul is on Anthony Leal, his first. Turnovers are killing Indiana.
Yeah, that time trying to get Renew running right down the middle of the court in transition. Renew tried sealing off Nicholson, but I'll tell you what, Nicholson's a big boy. Renew's giving up a few inches there. That's just a really tough over-the-top pass from Anthony Leal. That's one I would have kind of kept in my back hip pocket there and saved it for another day.
Sherafino throws up the first free throw, and he missed it, so he is now 1 of 3 in this ball game. And Luke Hunger, who was scheduled to start the ball game, or at least he was listed as a starter, did not start, and comes in for the first time. He's been injured, so I don't know what his injury is, but he is in there now. Second free throw by Sherafino, bounces around and drops in. He's got his second point of the ball game, and Indiana now down 3, 24-21. Rice with the ball across the timeline. Rice on the left side, dribbles it back between the circles, then drives it right side, pulls up from 16 and misses the jumper. Rebound taken out of there by Berry. Back up the floor come the Cats. Here is Brooks Barnheiser with the ball, drives it to the right wing, gives it off to Leach. Leach looks, throws it out to Hunger. Hunger now takes it left. He gives it to Sherafino. Sherafino right back to Luke Hunger, and his jump shot is missed, and the rebound comes to Indiana. Miles Rice up the court, gives it to Leo, right back to Miles. Miles across the timeline on the dribble. Rice bounces to Malik Renew. Back out on the perimeter, back off the left side to Miles Rice. Rice now looks left, goes to Goody. Goody drives, kicks it out to Leo. Back off to Luke Goody. Spins it back out to Rice with a pass. Now Carlisle down low to Malik. Whistle blows. We got a shot clock that's not functioning. And they come over and say this shot clock is at 20 and it hadn't moved.
Yeah. Before the whistle, though, how about that ball movement from Indiana? I mean, they're really moving the basketball right now. And still not shooting the ball great, only 32%. But I'll tell you what, the ball's moving. And this Northwestern defense is having to work for everything that they're getting. Both these offenses really struggling. Northwestern has scored a field goal in over 4 minutes. So credit to Indiana's defense there. And Indiana's only 2 of their last 12 from the field. So kind of an ugly game offensively. But if you just love the game of basketball, I'll tell you what, both these teams are absolutely going at it right now at both ends of the court. And I just love the way this Indiana defense is flying around right now. They're taking away every good look that the Wildcats have.
Indiana's hitting just 32% of their shots at this point, 44% for Northwestern. They were up around 55% earlier. So both teams are having their problems in that area right now from a shooting perspective. But both have also turned the ball over 7 times apiece at this point.
Yeah, it's been a little ugly to start, but some of that, the credit goes to the intensity that both of these defenses are playing with. I mean, I commented, even though Indiana picked up a defensive foul on Miles Rice a couple possessions ago, I thought that was the best Indiana's defense looked, flying around, taking away the 3, pressure in the basketball, and this is not a flat-footed defense right now for Indiana. So sometimes you blame the offensive struggles on the offense. Sometimes, though, you got to give credit to the defense. And I think both these defenses right now are playing at a very high level.
Well, the officials are looking at footage that would tell you where the clocks did not start at, and I'm not sure they're finding that at this point.
They're trying to count how many seconds should have gone off. They got their fingers out. They're counting there. One of them took off his socks and shoes. He's using his toes. I don't know. But I'll tell you, it is tough. The flow of the game just gets stopped, and I hate to complain about it, but this takes away the flow of the game right now. And we've seen twice now on pretty much just minimal clock issues. The game gets paused for multiple minutes at a time, and both these teams are just standing around because the flow gets disrupted because of this replay.
Well, and they all thought they were about ready to start again, but the two officials looking at the clock down there haven't got it figured out. And now they're putting a stopwatch on it. And so whatever the case.
The fingers weren't counting. They weren't working, so they got the stopwatch out.
Mike Woodson getting impatient. Doesn't understand why this thing can't get going again. Now he's got Miles Rice coming over and Malik to talk to him. And Goody. So everybody's coming over to have another discussion with their coach while Northwestern's 5 players are out there in a little huddle themselves. They still haven't figured out anything because the clock has not changed. 5:22 to go in the half and 20 seconds on the shot clock.
And still just a one-possession lead here for Northwestern. And Indiana's had a ton of time here to figure out kind of what set they want to run. I won't call an official timeout, but it's been longer than most timeouts are. So you're going to have an opportunity here if you're Indiana to run something really good and try to tie this ball game up or cut the lead down to 1.
7. Well, we'll see. They still have 20 on the scoreboard. They may be using a stopwatch and play up. Yeah, they did put up 7. So 7 seconds now on the clock. So that's all Indiana has to work with here.
That's going to be ball on the side.
Yep, Anthony Leal's going to trigger the inbound pass. Leal gets it into Rice. Miles with the basketball, drives it to the right side of the circle, throws up a runner, and couldn't get it. Rebound taken out of there by Sheravino. He gives it off to Leach. Leach gives to Barnheiser, and Brooks brings it across the timeline. Barnheiser on the dribble, out front against Leal. Barnheiser drives to the top of the key, pulls it out, gives it over to Sheravino. Sheravino on the perimeter, hands it off to Leach. Leach dribbles it out between the circles himself, looks left and puts up a 3 and misses it. And the rebound to Malik Reneau. Reneau with a big brace on that right leg, a right knee, gets it across to Leal, and he brings it across the timeline. Now Malik gets it back, top of the lane, lobs it into Leo, give and go to Luke Goody, back out to Rice, open 3, off the rim, no good. Rebound taken out of there by Barnheiser. He flips it away, it goes to Leach. Leach back to Barnheiser, who drives it left side, spins into the lane, kicks outside. They get it to Sheravino for a 3. He missed it, and the rebound comes to Goody. Back comes Indiana. 24-21 on the scoreboard, 4 minutes and 8 seconds to go. Now, here is Rice with the basketball. Rice on the dribble. Galloway getting set to come in. He bounces on a give and go to Malik. A whistle blows. Another foul called. This time it's going to go against Northwestern. And looks like Ty Berry just picked up his second.
Not a lot of contact there either. So with how good Ty Berry's been, you've got to think Chris Collins probably going to pull him from the ballgame here if that's his second.
And timeout on the floor with 3:59 to go here. Indiana down 3, 24-21 with 3:59 left. We're back in a moment. IU basketball, the CareSource Radio Network from Learfield.
Hey Hoosiers, it's time for adventure in Indiana's great outdoors. Picture yourself in Indiana at our first state park, McCormick's Creek. Join your family and friends traversing limestone canyons and waterfalls, or enjoy the peace and quiet of a night stay and a great meal at McCormick's Creek State Park's Canyon Inn. Great seasonal rates are available, all just minutes from Bloomington. Make memories naturally in Indiana. Find your next adventure at dnr.in.gov.
Get back to doing what you love with the right support close to home. If you're experiencing hip or knee pain and it's affecting your everyday activities, it may be time to schedule a consultation with one of our highly skilled orthopedic surgeons. Our fellowship-trained surgeons specialize in outpatient joint replacement. We may be able to get you home on the same day of your procedure. As the official healthcare and sports medicine provider of IU Athletics, IU Health will give you the expert care you need. Call 812-333-2663 or visit iuhealth.org/BloomingtonOrtho.
IU Credit Union. Buy a car, take a trip, see the sights, get away.
We can help make this happen. Come see us today.
Buy a ring, get married, start a family.
We've got your back. Find your destiny.
Buy a house, fix it up, turn it into a home.
We're here. You don't have to do it on your own. Let us help with your savings and loans.
IU Credit Union believes you can chase a dream. We started a credit union and created a community.
Back once again here at Welsh Ryan Arena, Indiana with 3:59 to go in the first half, trailing Northwestern 24-21. Hoosier fans, visit IUbench.com now and register for your chance to join your Hoosier men's basketball team for a unique on-court experience, including your own candy striped pants at the IU Ohio State game March 8th, brought to you by Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance.
Well, defensively, Indiana has really done kind of what we talked about when it comes to the keys to the game. And Martinelli had a nice start to the game, but Barnheiser's kind of been a non-factor offensively. Only 4 points here in this ball game. He's just running into a lot of Indiana defenders. And I'll say it again, both these offenses really struggling right now. Both on scoring droughts of 2+ minutes. Northwestern's now shooting 40%, which was well into the 50s earlier in the ball game. And Indiana shooting 29% from the field. So this is a very important 4 minutes of action, especially when you're in such a tight ball game and a low-scoring ball game. Any run kind of to close out a half kind of at times can seem insurmountable right now. So important for Indiana here to finish this half off the right way.
Malik Renew goes to the free throw line looking for his first point of the ball game. He fires that left-hander up there and knocks it in. He's got his first point. Malik will have one more. Hunger checks to the sideline. Nicholson comes back in for Northwestern. They also have brought in Justin Mullins, a 6'6 junior out of Oak Park, Illinois, transfer from Denver. Malik Renew, eyes number 2, and puts it in. And Malik has his first 2 points of the ball game, and Indiana's within 1. 24-23, Northwestern with the lead. Malik comes to the sideline. Mackenzie Ibako is back in there with Galloway, Leal, Kanan Carlisle, and Umar Bono. Across the timeline, Leach finds Martinelli. Martinelli slides it to the right wing to Barnheiser. He circles back out front. Barnheiser on the left perimeter, then drives it back, gives it over to Leach. Leach, left side pass comes to Mullins. Mullins drives it right, pulls up, gives it over to Barnheiser. Barnheiser, guarded by Trey Galloway, 7 on the shot clock. Off it comes to the new face Mullins into the game, drives down low, turns around, fades, fires and misses, and the rebound comes to Mackenzie Ibako. Indiana with a chance to take the lead. Here's Kanan Carlisle, brings it up the floor, gets it across the timeline, pitches it out to Leal. Leal feeds it over to McKenzie, weaves it back out front to Carlisle. He goes to Trey Galloway in the left wing. Galloway drives it to the top. He throws in the corner to Leal. Leal drives the baseline, threw it inside, threw it away. Barnheiser on the break down the floor, all the way to the hole, and he is fouled as he tries to put it up. He can't get it down, but he'll go to the line.
Yeah, tough spot for Leal to get put into there. Right corner, shot clock's winding down. Northwestern played really good half-court defense that possession, and Leal had to drive baseline and try to make something happen. Just nobody open there inside the paint, and that live ball turnover will kill your defense. Barnheiser gets it and beats the defense down and draws the foul.
Foul call was on Carlisle. That is his first, and Barnheiser misses his first free throw. So far, just 4 points for Brooks. Kid from Lafayette, Indiana, played for his dad, Mark, at Lafayette Jeff, and has been a stalwart here for the Northwestern Ball Club, and this one doesn't go either. And Mackenzie Ibako comes away with the rebound. He and Balo are there with both hands on it. Fortunately, Balo gave it up, so there wasn't another turnover. Balo now has the ball on the left perimeter. Hands it off to Carlisle. He brings it out between the circles, bounces back to Balo. Balo, one dribble, gives it to Trey Galloway for a 3. Rims it no good, and Mullins comes away with a rebound. Over to Barnheiser, and Brooks brings it up the floor. He gets it across the timeline. Barnheiser now takes it to the right, drives it down low, forces another shot. Won't go, and he'll go back to the line again. And this one's on Anthony Leal. Leal gets his second foul of the ball game. And the Wildcats hold on to that 1-point edge and can advance it a little bit here with 2:31 left in the half.
Yeah, that time Barnheiser rejected the ball screen from Martinelli. You got to make him use that ball screen. The defense is geared up to guard the ball screen, but that time Barnheiser rejects it, takes it the other way.
And he can't buy a free throw right now. He's 0 for 3. He'll have one more. But second shot, he got it. And Brooks has his 5th point of the ball game. It is 25-23, 2:28 to go in the half. Indiana down 2. Kanan Carlisle with the basketball, clears it outside to Galloway. He fires left to Mbako. Mbako drives the baseline, puts it up and got it. And Mbako has his 4th point. Back the other way come the Northwestern Wildcats. Here is Leach over to Barnheiser. Barnheiser on the dribble against Leal. Tries to back his way in again. Kicks it outside to Mullins, who fires a 3, and he missed it. Umar with a rebound knocked away from him, but I think it's going to belong to Indiana. It's Chow.
Northwestern's getting a couple open looks off that skip pass. They've just not been able to knock him down consistently enough here. Barry was really the only guy knocking down threes early, but since then, Northwestern has really struggled shooting the basketball. They have no field goal in almost 8 minutes of action.
Here's the ball in Kanan Carlisle's hands. Nobody's making shots. Indiana's shooting 31% here in the first half. Here's Ballo. He gets it to Galloway. He drives it, top of the key, gives it to Carlisle, fakes the 3. One dribble, gives it back up to Trey Galloway. Galloway, 5 seconds on the shot clock, drives in for a later and got it! Another little teardrop, and Galloway picks up his 5th point of the ball game. Now Indiana has taken the lead by 2, 27-25, and you can tell there's a big contingent of Indiana fans in this building now. Barnheiser on the dribble, throws it back out to Martinelli. Martinelli drives right, spins into the lane. He throws it up. He couldn't get it. Rebound battle for it, knocked away. Back outside to Leach for a 3 try. He missed it. Another rebound try, knocked away. Let's see what the call is. Going to be a goal. It's going to go against Northwestern. Indiana will get the basketball.
Now, all the energy in this building is completely flipped here. After Northwestern took a 10-point lead early, it's been all Indiana here the last 8 minutes of this ballgame. They from a 10-point deficit to a 2-point lead, just over a minute left here. Indiana with another opportunity here to score a bucket, make this a two-possession.
Here comes up the floor, Trey Galloway with the ball. Inside a minute. Galloway drives it right against Leach. Down inside, throws it up. Drew the foul. And I think Leach is the guy got nailed on it. We'll see. And Jalen Leach has picked up his first foul of the ball game. So Indiana's going back to the free throw line now. Trey Galloway will step there. Looks like he's limping a little bit. You know, he's got a big wrap on his right wrist. But he's knocked in a 3 earlier in this ball game and has a regular field goal as well. Now at the free throw line for his first attempts there. 50 seconds left in the half. Indiana, as Trey Galloway knocks in his 6th point with that first toss. He'll have a second coming here. Galloway can give Indiana a 4-point advantage here with 50 seconds left in the half. Trey fires it up. He got it. Galloway, Nick hits them both. He's got 7 points. And Indiana now, a 4-point advantage. Down the floor, Leach gets it to Barnheiser. Drives to the baseline, brings it back out to the wing. Throws it out in the hands of Ty Berry, who misses the jump shot, but the long rebound is tipped out, and Leach comes away with it. Off to Berry and back to Leach. Now Leach with the basketball. 30 seconds to go in the half. They have 12 on the shot clock. Here's Barnheiser, top of the key. Brooks Barnheiser drives on Galloway, down left side, fades, fires a jump shot, and missed it. Rebound taken by Mbako. Now off to Leal, and now to Galloway. Gallo gets it across the timeline. Trey Galloway on the dribble. Outside pass comes to Carlisle. 6 on the shot clock. Down low he goes. Flips it out to Mackenzie Mbako. He drives it in. Lays it up. Score! Mbako, 6th point of the game as the first half comes to a close in Indiana. Whoa, wait a second. Now they're going to look at it.
Yeah, the Northwestern. Chris Collins called timeout. The question is how much time is going to be on the clock here. After after that made basket, Collins was trying to get a timeout to give his team just enough time to get one last shot off before the end of the first half.
So Indiana now with a 6-point advantage over the Wildcats. And we'll see whether or not they're going to put time on the clock. It looks like they will.
What a run from Indiana, though. 18-2 run, Don, over the last 8 minutes, 41 seconds of that first half. I mean, Northwestern couldn't score a bucket 0 of their last 12, 2 of their last 16. Come up with any bad stat, and that's exactly what Northwestern did the last 8 minutes of the first half.
Now, think about this. Indiana's hitting 36% in the first half, right?
Yep, 10 for 28.
And they just won on an 18-2 run.
Exactly. and you can remember, I commented maybe around the 9, I can't remember the exact time, but this Indiana defense was flying around. And the foul was called against them, but I was like, hey, that's no problem. You get a foul. The way this team is playing defensively, I saw it early. Indiana was taking everything away that Northwestern was trying to do, and they got the Wildcats completely out of their rhythm at the offensive end.
There's only 0.8 seconds left, so that's 0.8 of a second. That's all that remains here in the first half. That's why they call the timeout. So Martinelli will inbound. Indiana's got full court pressure on all three players that are down at the Northwestern end of the floor. And now Abaco comes back in the game. Leo goes back out as the official says he can't do that. So here we go. We'll see what happens here. And Baco goes over to deal with Barry. Here's Martinelli. And he bumps it in. Here's a shot thrown out by Leach. And we are at halftime. So, Indiana, after shooting poorly in the first half, but they are 36%. How about Northwestern? They are already down to 31% now because of the drought that they've had here at the end of the first half.
Just incredible effort from Indiana, really at both ends, but especially at the defensive end. I thought Indiana came ready to play. They started locking down. Aside from Ty Berry, not many guys from Northwestern got open looks in that first half. It was just Berry, the back-to-back possessions. But aside from that, Indiana's defense looked great.
Timeout here at halftime. And Indiana leading Northwestern 31-25. When we come back, John Herrick presents the Prairie Farms Halftime Show with statistics, interviews, and more. This is IU Basketball on the CareSource Radio Network from Learfield.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you're planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Subaru is Consumer Reports' 2024 Best Mainstream Automotive Brand and has earned more IIHS Top Safety Awards than any other brand since 2013. With 96% of all Subarus sold in the past 10 years still on the road and over 7 million Subarus built right here in Indiana, you know you're getting a quality vehicle. Royal Subaru has been serving Bloomington, Indiana for over 40 years. Visit us today at our East 3rd Street location or at royaleastsubaru.com.
Are aches, pains, or injuries keeping you on the sidelines? At Athletico, our movement experts are here to help you turn your setbacks into comebacks and create a personalized game plan for your recovery. With no prescription or referral needed, Athletico Physical Therapy is where your comeback story begins. Get started today by scheduling a free assessment at athletico.com. Proud sponsor of IU Athletics.
As a red-blooded IU fan, you know when something's homegrown, Hoosier authentic. That's why you'll love Indiana Kitchen premium pork products. Indiana Kitchen's a real Indiana company that partners with its surrounding family farms to deliver the highest quality, best-tasting pork you can buy. Like Indiana Kitchen bacon. It's cut a little thicker and smoked over natural hardwood for a hearty Hoosier flavor no other brand can match. One taste and you'll know why more people are saying, my brand is Indiana. Find out more at indianakitchen.com. Whether you're home or away, AAA Insurance is there for you. Speaking of away, AAA Insurance is proud to offer a one-of-a-kind VIP package. Text AAA TRIP to 83200 and enter for the chance to win 2 tickets to watch IU on the road at Purdue, a one-night hotel stay, and 2 AAA Hoosier Motor Club memberships. Again, text AAA TRIP to 83200 for the chance to win. AAA Insurance for all auto, home, and life insurance needs.
Health insurance companies are expected to carry health benefits, but CareSource does so much more. We look beyond doctors' offices and hospitals to see the challenges that face our members. Then we help them achieve not just better health, but better lives. Along with Healthy Indiana plan benefits, we help our members find stable jobs, housing, childcare, and rides so they can find greater independence. At CareSource, we're removing barriers, we're improving lives, we're reimagining health insurance.
On the CareSource Radio Network. From Learfield, Hoosier Basketball is on the air. Brought to you by
Indiana University Health is proud to be the official healthcare and sports medicine provider of IU Athletics.
And by Smithville, at home and at work. Smithville is your local choice for internet, voice, and smart security solutions. Visit smithville.com for more information. Now, from the Smithville Broadcast Center, this is Hoosier Halftime.
And our halftime show is presented by Prairie Farms. Dedicated farmers, happy cows, real milk. Drink local with Prairie Farms. It is Indiana, who at one point trailed by 10. Now they lead Northwestern 31-25 at the break. Before we go any further, though, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Indiana University Basketball. When we come back, we'll break down the first half statistics brought to you by Indiana Kitchen Premium Pork Products, with Indiana on top by 6 at the break. You're listening to Indiana University Basketball on the CareSource Radio Network from Learfield.
Let the team that takes care of your team take care of you. As the official healthcare and sports medicine provider of IU Athletics, IU Health and Orthopedics and Sports Medicine will help you get back to doing the things that you love. Whether it's knee pain or a broken bone, you can schedule a consultation or visit our walk-in clinic for urgent needs. IU Health gives you more options for highly skilled care when, where, and how you need it, including right now. Call 812-333-2663 or visit iuhealth.org/Bloomington Ortho.
Are you looking for a new or pre-owned vehicle? CommunityCars.com has the right vehicle for you. CommunityCars.com has vehicles that will fit your budget no matter how big or small. Check out our large selection of vehicles today at CommunityCars.com. We also buy cars. If you're looking to sell your car, CommunityCars.com will buy your car. CommunityCars.com will offer top dollar for the vehicle you want to sell. Contact us today at CommunityCars.com.
At Indiana University, we're undaunted by challenge. We take the lead, we don't follow the crowd. Embracing the future with creativity and bravery. Unapologetically optimistic. Equipped with the knowledge and intention to change the world. Because bold is who we are. 9 campuses, 1 purpose. Creating tomorrow, today. Indiana University. Bring on tomorrow. Join us at iu.edu.
Have you been injured at work? Contact Golitko and Daly, the Indiana work injury lawyers at indianaworkers.com. There's nothing easy about work injury cases. At Golitko and Daly, we focus on work-related injury cases and have board-certified and OSHA-trained trial lawyers to help you with your case. Find us at indianaworkers.com. Golitko and Daly, your Indiana work injury lawyers. At Golitko and Daly, we go to work when you can't.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the trustees of Indiana University. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
The Indiana Hoosiers find themselves on top of the Northwestern Wildcats 31-25 at the break. I'm John Herrick with your first half statistics, which are brought to you by Indiana Kitchen Premium Pork Products. For the most authentic bacon, ham, and fresh pork, more people are saying my brand is Indiana. Get to know us at indianakitchen.com. At one point, Northwestern shot 62% the first half. They're down to 31%. They've only made 2 of their last 16 shots. Ty Berry leads them in scoring with 11 points, but everybody else on their team is a combined 4 out of 21. Indiana shot 36% in the first half, 3 of 9 from 3, and 80% from the foul line. And Northwestern was 5 of 10 from the line, which is 50%. They were 4 of 13 from 3. Ty Berry made all 4 of those 3-point shots. Indiana with 8 turnovers to Northwestern's 7, but Northwestern only has 4 points off of Indiana's turnovers, while Indiana has 11 off of Northwestern's giveaways. And it is Umar Ballo and Trey Galloway leading Indiana in scoring with 7 points apiece. When we come back, we'll check the Coors Light out-of-town scoreboard. You're listening to Indiana University basketball on the CareSource Radio Network from Learfield.
When you want to stream movies with family, video chat with friends, or upload large files for work, you need Smithville's Fast Fiber Internet. When you choose Smithville's Fast Fiber Internet service for your home, you'll access gigabit upload and download speeds. That means no irritating lag to slow you down. There's never been a better time to claim your fast fiber connection. Visit smithville.com/internet to get started now.
Hoosier fans, have you ever wanted to put on your own candy stripe warm-ups and hang out on the court with the team before the game? This season, the Hoosier men's basketball team is looking for an honorary pregame team member for the IU versus OSU game on March 8th, and it could be you. Go to iubench.com now and register for your chance to join your Hoosier men's basketball team for an experience that includes bench seats during warm-ups, candy stripe pants, and game tickets for 4. Again, that website is iubench.com. Brought to you by Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, a proud partner of your Indiana Hoosiers. Indiana farmers, building new markets takes time and pays back dividends with long-term demand for your crops. High oleic soybean oil drives new demand for Indiana soybeans to domestic and international markets. Plus, it's a healthier oil, more desirable to customers. Your checkoff is building this demand right here in Indiana. IU Athletics is proud to offer their foods prepared in heart-healthy, high oleic soybean oil this season. Learn more about this oil at incornandsoy.org/premiums. This message was funded by Indiana soybean farmers and their checkoff.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining Built Ford Tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, Built Ford Tough. Based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
Indiana leads Northwestern at the break 31-25. Let's check the IU women's sports calendar. The women's basketball team plays Oregon in Eugene this Friday night at 9. The softball team starts its season February 6th against FIU. The women's swimming and diving team battles Purdue January 25th. The track and field team competes in the Crossroads of America Classic this Friday and Saturday in Indianapolis. The women's golf team takes on the UCF Challenge February 2nd through the 4th, and the women's tennis team squares off with Butler this Sunday morning in Bloomington at 10. Now let's check the out-of-town scoreboard presented by Coors Light. 5th-ranked Florida losing to South Carolina in the second half, 46-35, 15 minutes left in that game. Number 7, Houston throttled Utah today, 70-36. And Xavier is on top of 20th-ranked St. John's, 42-32, early stages of the second half. Only one other Big Ten game tonight, that is USC against Nebraska. This out-of-town scoreboard presented by Coors Light, Mountain Cold Refreshment. Choose Chill, official beer sponsor of Indiana Athletics. Celebrate responsibly. Don?
Thank you very much, John. And obviously Indiana comes up with a 6-point lead at halftime after struggling early with turnovers, but then so did Northwestern. And both these teams were struggling to make shots in the second half, but Indiana went on, an 18-2 run or something like that? Northwestern went stone cold there at the end.
Yeah, 18-2 run. It was down 10 at one point in that first half, but completely shut down Northwestern the last 8-some minutes of that first half. And just a really good effort defensively for Indiana. And sometimes the ball goes in, sometimes it doesn't, Don. But what I saw early in this ball game was Indiana's intensity defensively. They were flying around to take away the three, and it wasn't just open threes that Northwestern was missing. There was some really tough shots that Indiana was forcing early in that first half.
Well, second half about to get underway, and we'll bring it to you right after these messages. Our halftime show has been brought to you by Prairie Farms, dedicated farmers, happy cows, real milk. Drink local with Prairie Farms. We'll return for the start of the second half in 2 minutes. This is IU Basketball on the CareSource Radio Network from Learfield.
Hoosier fans, when it comes to transportation solutions, Enterprise runs every play in the book. From renting to buying, with cars, commercial trucks, and even passenger vans, Enterprise offers it all. And with more new college graduate hires every year than anyone else, you'll experience professional, spirited customer service that is unlike any other. So whatever your transportation need is, or the next time you have to travel, Enterprise has you covered. Pick the official partner of IU Athletics. Pick Enterprise. We'll pick you up.
We know to contact Indiana 811 at least 2 working days before every dig. But did you also know spraying a white line around the area you plan to dig means utility flags will only go in that area? Fewer flags in the yard? Easier mowing? Everybody wins.
Everybody except my kid. I don't want to mow the yard.
Everybody except for your kid wins. Contact Indiana 811 at least 2 working days before picking up a shovel. It's the only way to dig. Learn more at 811.safedigindiana.com.
Subaru is Consumer Reports 2024 Best Mainstream Automotive Brand and has earned more IIHS Top Safety Awards than any other brand since 2013. With 96% of all Subarus sold in the past 10 years still on the road and over 7 million Subarus built right here in Indiana, you know you're getting a quality vehicle. Royal Subaru has been serving Bloomington, Indiana for over 40 years. Visit us today at our East 3rd Street location or at royaleastsubaru.com.
IU Credit Union. We believe in community commitment, a long-term relationship, building a strong and trusted partnership.
Appreciation and respect go a very long way.
A fair deal for everyone every day.
Leave your doubts behind. Grow your mind, time to shine. Make the day whatever you design.
IU Credit Union believes you can chase a dream. We started a credit union and created a community.
We're back once again here at Welsh Ryan Arena, where Indiana leads 31-25 at the break. Have you heard of Mom Water? Refreshing fruit-infused vodka water with zero carbonation, zero sugar, zero carbs, and only 90 calories. Mom Water is the perfect game day drink, founded in Indiana and now a proud sponsor of IU Athletics. Please drink and enjoy responsibly. Getting off to a second half start here is really a kind of a critical thing for this Indiana ball club.
Yeah, you hear coaches all the time talk about 40 minutes. We got to be ready to play for 40 minutes. Well, the reason they talk about it is because there's a lot of teams that can't figure that out. They come out and play a good half, and then they think the job's done. They come out flat-footed and just get absolutely steamrolled. That cannot be the case here tonight for Indiana. Probably, if I'm Northwestern, I probably just got yelled at for about 10 minutes straight inside the locker room. So this Wildcat basketball team is going to be very motivated here, coming out down by 6 on their home court to try to kind of change the momentum of this ball game. But you can't take away what happened in that first 20 minutes. I thought Indiana defensively was really good. They played unselfish. They didn't shoot great, but they played well enough to get a 6-point lead heading into the second half. And 20 minutes of basketball ahead, you got an opportunity to get a road victory. Indiana's put themselves in a pretty good position to do just that.
Indiana will get the ball to start the second half. Luke Goody, Miles Rice, Mackenzie Mbako, Umar Bolo, and Anthony Leal, the lineup for Indiana. And Luke Goody inbounds to Miles Rice. Rice picked up by Leach. Gets it across the timeline, works to the left side. Now he bounces it over to Anthony Leal. Leal lobs it into Umar. Umar tried to back down Nicholson on the dribble. Into the lane he goes. Fires up a little right-handed hook shot. Won't go. Nicholson comes away with a rebound. He feeds it over to Leach. Leach brings it back up the court, gets it across the half-court line, and gets it to the left side and a pass to Ty Berry. Berry starting the second half for Northwestern. They need some shooting. Here's a pass out to Martinelli. Martinelli, another good shooter, drives in, puts it up, and got it. And Nick Martinelli with a little drive to the hole gets his 9th point. 31-27. Rice with the basketball for IU. He gets it to Umar between the circles. He bounces it right back to Rice. Rice looks left, throws it right, gets it to Mackenzie Mbako. He drives into the lane, down low, puts up a shot, won't go, and the rebound comes to Brooks Barnheiser. Barnheiser gets it up to Leach. Leach across the timeline for the Cats. Takes it to the top, slides it to the left side of the circle, then throws it right in the corner. Here's a three on the way. It's off the mark. Rebound taken out of there by Indiana's Mackenzie Mbako to Rice. Pushes it up the court. Down low he goes. Throws it up and got it. And Miles Rice with a great drive has his 7th point. Indiana up 6 now, 33-27. A lob into Nicholson down low. He kicks it out to Berry for a 3 try. He misses it short. Rebound tipped out. And Barnheiser steals it right back for the Cats. Down low, Barnheiser pulls up, throws up a shot, and it bounces around and in. And Brooks has got his 7th point of the game. And Indiana lets them score. It's 33-29.
Yeah, that loose ball. Indiana had 2 defenders around the basketball, but it was Barnheiser that came up with it.
Here is Miles Rice. Throws it outside to Anthony Leal. Leal, left side, looks for help. Tries to go low to Ballo, does so. Ballo faces Nicholson. Ballo now tries to back him down into the lane. He throws it outside the corner. And here's a 3. Good! And Mackenzie Mbako buries a 3 from the right side. And that gives Indiana a big lift as Mackenzie's got his 9th point of the game. Indiana 36-29. Back up to a 7-point lead now. That's the biggest of the game for Indiana. Here's Nicholson, right side to Barnheiser. Down low he goes, into Martinelli. Martinelli bangs in for a layup, and he gets it. And Martinelli has scored the first 2 baskets of the second half for Northwestern. 11 for him now. Rice gets it to Ballo. Ballo feeds it over to Mackenzie Mbako. Back to Ballo, drives inside. He gets fouled, and he will go to the line. So he'll get 2. Foul call whistled on Brooks Barnheiser, and that's his 2nd.
Good job by Indiana getting a little isolation, 2-man game on the right wing. And you get the big man the ball early enough on that pick and roll, and he gets ahead of steam going to the basket. It's really tough to stop him, and Barnheiser was forced just to reach in. Indiana almost finished that play there. That would have been a big-time 3-point play from a momentum standpoint. But now you got Ballo going to the line here shooting 2.
And Ballo tonight is 3 for 4 at the line. So Umar, 7 points for him. It's been tough to get him the ball down low for many opportunities. But he's at the stripe now. Left-hander, getting better and better as a free throw shooter on the season. And that was short. And I can't say a word, can I?
No, it's starting to become a thing here. We have a lot of evidence here over the last few years that you do have the power to make someone miss if you want.
Ballo looks for number 2. And is on its way. Good. 8 points now for Umar. Indiana's up 37-31, a 6-point lead. Here's Leach across the timeline. Leach works out near midcourt. Bounces it off to Martinelli on the left wing. Nick Martinelli holds on to it, then gives it to Barnheiser. Barnheiser, top of the key. Slides to the right against Goody. Drives him inside. Fakes again. Throws it back out in the corner. Here's a 3 on the way. Good. And guess who? Ty Berry. 14 points for him now. That's his 4th 3 of the game. Here's Mackenzie Mbako. He feeds it over to Rice between the circles. Rice drives it left side this time. Nice feed inside and a dunk, but it's not going to count. Anthony Leal came in and dunked the ball. It rattled around, and he kind of got his hands on it while it was on the rim.
Held on to the rim too long.
Yep, and that's a goaltend the offensive way.
Yeah, offensive goaltend. I don't know. He let go pretty early there. You watch the replay. That was really close.
Here is Leach across the timeline with the ball for the Cats. Drives it to the left side. He goes inside, lays it up, blocked by Ballo. And they're going to say that counts. That's offensive goal or defensive goaltending.
Yeah, Serrato called that from about half court. And not the best view there at all. And he immediately asked to review it. I don't know. Back-to-back calls here going against Indiana here. Now Northwestern has cut this lead down to 1.
37-36. Leach's first basket or point of the game. He's got 2. Here is Rice on a drive. Pulls up. Bounces inside. Umar hits the deck, and another foul is called against Northwestern, I believe.
Rice is starting to make some things happen with dribble penetration. He got Leo wide open on the baseline, and this last play here, just him attacking the rim kind of draws the eyes of the defense, and Ballo flashes wide open underneath the basket, can draw the foul.
So Mackenzie Ibaka will trigger the inbound. He looks, having some problems right now. Lobs it in. There's a 5-second violation. Heiser hit the deck, and he may be dinged a little bit.
Yeah, it's a gut check time here. Northwestern's made their last 4 shots, Don, so they've climbed right back into this game. Indiana, this is how you win on the road here. You got to take these waves. You know, this other team, the home team's going to fight back. You just can't shrink in the moment here.
Barnheiser stays in the ball game. Here's Leach on a drive, almost lost it. Dribbles it back out against Rice, takes it left side, throws it out in front to Martinelli for a 3 try, and he hit it. And Martinelli's got his 14th point, and they start the second half with a bunch of threes here. And suddenly they got the lead back by 2, 39-37. Rice lobs it to Umar Ballo. Ballo faces Nicholson. Ballo kicks in the corner to Luke Goody for a 3. Fires up a jump shot, missed it, and the rebound taken out of there by Leal. Now Rice back out to Goody for another try. They get it inside to Ballo, and another foul is called against the Wildcats. And this time, they call it on Nicholson. That will be his second or third foul, we'll see. At any rate, there's timeout on the floor. The score, 39-37 Northwestern with 15:36 on the clock here in the final half of play. Back in a moment. This is IU Basketball, the CareSource Radio Network from Learfield.
Hoosier fans, Harold Fish Incorporated has been making a difference across Indiana since 1985 as the premier provider of mechanical systems, including heating, air conditioning, plumbing, and process piping. Whether it's a large facility, business, or home, or if you want to work with a local company that is the best at what they do and supports the community, be sure to call HFI for your next project and see how they can make a difference for you.
Attention Hoosier fans! Whether you're in town for a big game or reconnecting with old friends, the IU Hotel and Biddle Conference Center at the Indiana Memorial Union is your home away from home. Enjoy first-rate amenities in the heart of Indiana University. Experience the charm of College Town while staying just steps away from all the action. Visit imu.indiana.edu for more information. Go Hoosiers!
How many devices are connected to Wi-Fi in your home today? Televisions, smartphones, video doorbells, maybe even your refrigerator. It's a lot to put together into one seamlessly connected Wi-Fi solution. Smithville has just what you need to customize your ultra-fast Wi-Fi experience throughout your home. Learn how Smithville's new managed Wi-Fi service keeps you connected to what matters. Call 800-742-4084 or visit smithville.com to learn more.
Here at Welsh Ryan Arena in Evanston, Indiana right now is trailing Northwestern once again, 39-37. We have 15:36 remaining in this final half of play. The unexpected happens every day. When it does, head to Kohl's and Kohl's.com for everything your family needs. Kohl's, where families come first.
They are reviewing the goaltend from a few plays ago against Umar Ballo. And watching this replay, man, it is really, really close. No change, so it looks like they're going to say play stands as called. So I don't think the score is going to change at all, man. I watched the replay about 5 times, Don. It's really, really close. So it's one of those that they wouldn't have called a goaltend. You know, you couldn't prove it otherwise.
Well, we'll see Luke Goody, Anthony Leal, Mackenzie Ibaka, Umar Ballo, and Miles Rice walked out on the floor for Indiana. And for Northwestern, Fitzmaurice has come back in the game as a big. Keenan Fitzmaurice, a 7-footer, replacing Nicholson. He's in there with Barnheiser, Berry, Martinelli, and Leach. And Umar Ballo's going to the free throw line after Nicholson got his 3rd foul. So Umar, once again at the stripe, he's got 8 points tonight. 4 of those have come at the free throw line. He has not been able to get many looks inside because of the harassment he has taken from Northwestern's defense. But he has been fouled a bunch, and he's getting another opportunity here. Takes his time, throws it up there, and missed it short. All of a sudden, he's starting to have a little bit of a problem. He was 3 for 4 in the first half. He's now 1 for 3 in the second half. See if he can get it going again. Umar throws it up there, got it. He's got 9. Indiana now trailing 39-38. Up the floor, ball in the hands of Jalen Leach. Across the timeline he comes. Takes it to the right side. Pulls it back to the left, top of the key. Down low, turns around, feeds it out to Barry. Barry doesn't take the shot this time, gives it back to Leach. Leach now slides to the right, looking for somebody, finds Barnheiser. He drives into the lane, spin move, puts up a hook shot and nails it. Brooks Barnheiser with a nice look there. He gets his 9th point. Back up the floor. Miles Rice for Indiana. Northwestern with a 3-point lead, 41-38. Rice slides right, gives it out to Goody. Goody gives it back to Rice. Rice bounces it down low to Umar. Umar fakes a pass. Now Braxton on Fitzmaurice. Puts it up with the left hand. Couldn't get it. Barnheiser comes down with a rebound. Back comes Northwestern. Barnheiser across the timeline. Works to the right side. Leal on him defensively. Bounces it in low. It comes into Martinelli. Double team comes. Martinelli tried to split it, and there's a foul called against IU.
But the first defender tries to get Martinelli to get the ball in his right hand, and then that double team's coming from the baseline. Martinelli's just so crafty and smart with the basketball. He just used his pivot foot to split that double team and draw the foul there. Indiana's got to be tighter with that double team. Once you get him in there, you can't allow him to get out of it. It just breaks down your entire defense.
Umar was called for the foul, his first. Here's the pass outside. It goes to Leach, down to Barnheiser. Barnheiser between the circles. Now takes it back to the right side. Down low he goes. Spins against Goody. Fires up a 15-footer. Couldn't make the shot, and the rebound comes away to Miles Rice. Rice gets it across the timeline. Then he drives down into the lane. A whistle blows. And we got another foul called. This one out on the floor, I think. And they called that on Leach, I believe.
Give me more of that. Miles Rice in transition. It's just really tough to keep in front down. He's just so quick with the basketball.
And that's a second foul on Leach. So inbound will come from Mackenzie Abaco underneath the Hoosier basket into Goody. Goody baseline drive, throws up a shot, won't go. Rebound taken out of there by Fitzmaurice over to Barry, now to Leach. Leach across the timeline. Leach turns around, feeds it back out to Barnheiser between the circles, right back to Leach to set it up. Leach now works to the left, Rice on him. Slides to the right, drives it down to the right wing, puts up a shot and missed it. Rebound to Mackenzie Abaco. He clears to Trey Galloway. Galloway up the floor, stops, holds, and tried to pass the ball, but a whistle and a foul called against Bolo. Away from the ball, Umar didn't like it, and that's his second foul. He's picked up 2 quick ones here. 13:48 to go, and Indiana trailing by 3.
Yeah, no field goals in the last 4 minutes here, Don. So it's kind of snowballed on Indiana. Big lead at half, or a good lead at half, 2-possession lead, and all of a sudden Indiana's behind the 8 ball here.
Here is Ty Berry. Outside pass goes to Fitzmaurice. Fitzmaurice gets it back to Leach. Leach gets it over to Martinelli. A 3 on the way. Off the rim this time, and Bolo's got the rebound. He clears to Trey Galloway. Galloway gets it down the floor, across the timeline. Trey drives it, down low, pulls up, little left-hand floater, no good. Rebound, take it out of there, and it's going to belong to Indiana. Northwestern touched it last. Barnheiser was trying to chase it down, couldn't quite get to it. Got a little piece of it, but Indiana will have the basketball.
Take the lid off the basket here, boys.
No kidding. All of last 4 for Indiana. Scoring drought at 2:19 at this point. Here is Galloway, dribbles it out, throws it right to McKenzie. A long 3 on the way. It's off the mark. And the rebound taken by Bolo, up and in. It got away from Northwestern, and Umar took advantage. He's got his 11th point. And Indiana down just 1 now at 41-40. 13 minutes left in this ball game. Leach on the dribble against Rice. Fires it right side to Tyra Berry. Berry gets it back out to Leach. Now again to Berry, and he fires up a 3, and he rims it in. Ty Berry now with his 5th three-pointer of the game, his 17th point. Wow, what a game he's having against the Hoosiers. Left side pass to Mackenzie Abaco. Down low it comes to Galloway. Galloway cross-courts to Goody. Goody fakes the three, spins, dribbles it back out, fires it over to Miles Rice. Rice now tries to drive inside. He can't. Cut off. Brings it back to the top. Down inside to Ballo, into Goody for a left-handed reverse layup. And Luke Goody finishes beautifully for his 5th point of the game. Indiana within 2, 44-42. 12-11 left in this one. Leach with the basketball, dribbling out near midcourt. Leach fires it left side to Berry for a little runner. He can't make it. Got his own rebound and a foul on Mackenzie Mbako.
They're running Ty Berry off tons of screens here, and Mackenzie has had a lot of trouble kind of keeping pace with Ty Berry. He's been faking him. He's going baseline. He's coming off down screens. That time he curled right into the left elbow as Mackenzie was chasing on that down screen. And it looks like Coach Woods is going to bring back in Anthony Leal, who, in my opinion, is much more seasoned when it comes to guarding off the ball.
Inbound will come from Leach. Leach looks it down low, throws it into Fitzmaurice. Back outside it comes to Barnheiser. Barnheiser looking for a pick, gets it, throws it right side to Berry for a three. Hit it and a foul. Possible 4-point play as Ty Berry just hit his 6th three-pointer in this ball game. He's got 20 points now, and a chance with a 4-point play here, and could just jump that lead all the way up to 6 if he knocks it in.
Yeah, I think that it was a foul on the screener. So Anthony Leal fouled Martinelli. So it might even be worse, Don. The three-pointer counts, and Northwestern might have the ball here for another possession.
We shall see. We'll be back in a moment as Indiana trails 47-42 now with 11:52 left. We're back in a moment. IU basketball on the CareSource Radio Network from Learfield.
When you want the best quality, safety, reliability, and savings, it's gotta be Honda. Save thousands with low 0% APR financing. When you gotta have selection, Honda cars, trucks, vans, SUVs, hybrids, and EVs are in stock and on sale. Like the 2024 Honda Prologue EV with 0% APR financing. To see why it's gotta be Honda, search your local Honda dealer today. See dealer for financing details. Financing on credit approval. Offer is 3/3/25.
Whether you're home or away, AAA Insurance is there for you. Speaking of away, AAA Insurance is proud to offer a one-of-a-kind VIP package. Text AAA TRIP to 83200 and enter for the chance to win 2 tickets to watch IU on the road at Purdue, a one-night hotel stay, and 2 AAA Hoosier Motor Club memberships. Again, text AAA TRIP to 83200 for the chance to win. AAA Insurance for all auto, home, and life insurance needs.
Get back in the game. As the official healthcare and sports medicine provider of IU Athletics, IU Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Specialists are dedicated to caring for injured athletes. From the college superstar to the weekend warrior, we can tackle any injury and get you back in the game and back to the activities you love. Get expert care close to home. Call 812-333-2663 or visit iuhealth.org/Bloomington Ortho.
Back here at Welsh Ryan Arena, we're kind of spacing a little bit right now because the Hoosiers have gotten themselves in a 5-point hole that could be 7 or 8 depending on how play comes up, because that foul was not against the Ty Berry, or whether Ty Berry hit a three-pointer. It was a foul on the floor committed by Anthony Leal away from the basketball, which means that they will have the basketball out of bounds. Northwestern, we're speaking of, the Cats will have it out of bounds here and have another opportunity to score a basket, a three, or some free throws.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. So really important for Indiana defensively to get a stop. I mean, Northwestern is absolutely hot. Ty Berry has been spectacular here.
For comprehensive coverage of college basketball, tune to SiriusXM Big Ten Radio, channel 372 in the car, and on the all-new SiriusXM app. SiriusXM is the home of your favorite team and conference. Get a free trial at SiriusXM.com/Big Ten Radio 2025. So again, Cats will have the ball. Martinelli's going to inbound it here. See if Indiana's changed anybody. It's still Leal, Galloway, Rice, Luke Goody, and Umar Bolo for Indiana. And Hunger is back in the ball game for the Cats now, along with Martinelli, Barnheiser, Leach, and Berry. And Berry now with 6 3-pointers in this ball game. 20 points on the night for him. Martinelli will inbound. Throws it in. It comes to Leach. Leach drives it to the left side. Cut off by Miles Rice. Throws it out to Berry. Back it comes to Leach. Leach now trying to get a screen. Drives to the right side. Cut off again. Looks inside. Throws it back right to Berry. Then back to Leach. Leach now with 4 in the shot clock is going to have to force something up there. Oh, he made it. A little rudder by Leach from about 8 feet away, but it went in. He's got 4, and that shot clock was about to go off. Now Indiana finds itself down by 7. Here is Galloway on the dribble for IU. Slides to the right. Pulled up. Gives it to Goody. 3 on the way. Yes! Luke Goody buries a 3 there. He gets his 8th point of the ball game. Fans wanted a foul, but it wasn't called. 11:06 to go. 49-45. Indiana down 4. Ball in the hands of Leach. Pass comes left to Martinelli. Martinelli holds and tries to drive past his man. Martinelli backs it out, throws it over to Barnheiser. He drives on Galloway. He turns, and he threw it right into the hands of Rice. On a break down the floor, Rice lays it up and in. And Miles has got 9. And Indiana's back within 2 again. Talk about a game of runs. And we got a whistle and a foul, or a timeout call by Northwestern as Indiana fights their way right back in this ball game in a hurry here. And we will take a full break at this juncture as Indiana trails by just 2, 49-47, with 10:36 to go in the game. Back in a moment. This is IU Basketball on the CareSource Radio Network from Learfield.
Introducing Hoosier Game Day Lager, the official craft beer of Indiana University Athletics. Brewed by Upland Brewing Company in Bloomington, this smooth, refreshing beer embodies Hoosier pride with iconic cream and crimson candy stripes. It's the perfect companion for every game. Whether you're cheering in Memorial Stadium, Assembly Hall, or watching from home, IU Athletics are always better with beer. Find Hoosier Game Day Lager at Upland's 9 family-friendly locations, your local liquor store, neighborhood bar, and everywhere Upland beers are sold. Upland Brewing Company reminds you to drink responsibly. Go Hoosiers!
Sharp Business Systems of Indiana is proud to be an official technology solutions provider of IU Sports Properties. SBS Indiana is best known for our great document solutions such as copiers and printers. But here at SBS, we also offer a full line of professional audio-visual solutions, including touchscreen video boards with integrated speakers and microphones, complete with professional installation and service. This state-of-the-art technology can improve both communication and interaction in offices and classrooms alike. To find out more, go to sbsindiana.com or call 317-844-0033.
Viaggio Marine is proud to be the official pontoon boat sponsor of Indiana University Athletics. Located right here in Indiana, Viaggio is proudly family-owned and operated. You'll love our complete lineup of pontoon boats featuring bold, innovative new looks, plush, luxurious furniture packages, vibrant LED lighting packages, and unmatched construction. For the hottest thing in pontoons, visit ViaggioPontoonboats.com. That's VIAGGIO pontoonboats.com.
Back once again here at Welsh Ryan Arena, where Indiana is trailing Northwestern by just 2 after going 4 for 4 from the field here in the last couple of minutes to get back in this contest. Go the extra mile off the court with Honda, the most fuel-efficient full-line automaker in America, giving you more miles per gallon. Your Central Indiana Honda dealers, they are proud supporters of IU Athletics.
Well, what a response here from Indiana in the second half. An 8-0 run, I believe, an 8-0 run, a run to get back into this game. I don't think it's an 8-0 run, but they made 4 of their last 4 field goals, Don, to get right back into this game. It's only a 2-point lead here for Northwestern, and that last steal by Miles Rice, that shows some speed right there. He beat every single Wildcat down the court on that 1-on-0 fast break. You got to make plays like that defensively if you hope to win on the road.
Martinelli will inbound, gets it to Barnheiser. Barnheiser on the dribble, spin move, takes it to the lane, throws it up a shot, it won't go, and Goody comes away with the ball. It kind of airballed up there. Now, back the other way comes IU. Rice with the ball, takes it to the right side. Pulls up, gives it out to Galloway. He circles left, then comes back to the right. He moves down the right side, lobs in the corner to Goody for a 3 try. Bingo! How about Goody? He now has hit 3 threes in the ball game. He's got 11. And Indiana jumps on top 50-49. Here is Barnheiser out down the right side to Barry, then back out to Barnheiser. Barnheiser with a dribble, takes it to the right wing, bounces to Martinelli. Martinelli against Goody. Steps in, double team comes, throws it back inside. Nice feed, blocked away by Ballo. Into the hands of Barry for a 3 try, and he missed it. Rebound, Luke Goody picks it up for Indiana. Now, the Hoosiers back in the attack. You can tell there's a tremendous delegation of IU fans in this building. Trey Galloway on the dribble to the right. Down low he goes, lobs it in for Umar. Puts it up in the left hand and scores. And Umar's got his 13th point.
Galloway's making great decisions off that ball screen.
Up the floor, Indiana with a 3-point lead now, 52-49. Here is Barnheiser on a drive into the lane, puts it up and in. And Barnheiser with a good play gets his 11th point. Back and forth they go. 9:05 left. Rice with a basketball. Miles looks, fires it off the ball. He's on the high post right, gives it back to Rice. Rice now turns, spins on Leach, drives to the baseline, gets it underneath, throws it right into the hands of a Northwestern player. Another bad pass and turnover by Indiana. Now up the floor, Leach with the basketball. Carlisle getting set to check in for IU. Leach throws in the corner to Barry. He gets a 3 off and he hit it. 7 3-pointers for Ty Barry. He has gone wild in this ball game. His 23rd point. Here's Rice, gives to Galloway, and back on top is Northwestern by 2. Here is Galloway on a drive, down low, takes it underneath the basket, brings it back outside, turns around, looking to get it inside to Ballo. Ballo finally picks it up, throws it out to Leal, and now gets it to Galloway for a 3 try, and he missed it, and the rebound taken by Northwestern. Back up the floor comes Leach with the basketball for the Cats. He walks it across the timeline, then gives it over to Martinelli. He drives down low, offensive foul.
Nice job by Luke Goody there, sliding his feet, reading Martinelli, who had his head down, taking it to the basket. But Luke Goody comes up with a big defensive stop for Indiana.
7:57 left in this one. Indiana is down to 54-52, and this is a typical Indiana Northwestern game.
No doubt about it.
So we're back in a moment. This is IU basketball on the CareSource Radio Network from Learfield.
Health insurance companies are expected to carry health benefits, but CareSource does so much more. We look beyond doctors' offices and hospitals to see the challenges that face our members. Then we help them achieve not just better health, but better lives. Along with healthy Indiana plan benefits, we help our members find stable jobs, housing, childcare, and rides so they can find greater independence. At CareSource, we're removing barriers. We're improving lives. We're reimagining health insurance.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you're planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
It's no coincidence that Neil rhymes with deal, because that's something you can always count on with the leader in tires and auto repair for nearly a century. Neil Tire is committed to giving you the best deal on a set of Falcon tires. Stay safe on the roads this basketball season as you travel to all those Indiana Hoosiers games. Visit neiltire.com to schedule an appointment and to find the location nearest you. As always, nothing beats a Neil deal.
Back here at Welsh Ryan Arena, Evanston, Illinois, Indiana, and the Northwestern Wildcats having a duel tonight. 54-52. Northwestern leads Indiana by 2. 7:57 left on the Central Indiana How to Do This scoreboard. Don't forget to join Coach Mike Woodson at 7:05 on Monday night of this coming week. And, of course, throughout the season, you've got Inside IU Basketball presented by CommunityCars.com, hosted live at Hoosier Hanks East off of College Mall Road in Bloomington.
What a game of runs here. I mean, if you like watching basketball, this is the game to watch. These two teams are going at it. They're making big-time shots. Somebody from Indiana stop Ty Barry for Northwestern. I mean, this guy is inferno right now. 7 threes made, 7 of 9, 23 points off of the bench for Northwestern Wildcats. If Indiana can stop his production, all of a sudden, this game could completely change here because Coach Collins is going at him almost every time.
Carlisle brings it up the floor. Carlisle gets it over to Trey Galloway. Carlisle, or rather Malik Renew, back in the ball game. Here's a drive by Galloway. Inside, his shot's blocked away, but it'll belong to Indiana out of bounds. Trey and his teammates having a little conversation there. Galloway will be the man who will inbound. And Trey looks, lobs it in to Anthony Leal. Leal pulls it up, gives it over to Malik Renew between the circles. He gives it back to Galloway. Galloway drives to the right, pulls up, bounces into Malik. Down low against Nicholson. Little jump hook is no good short. Rebound battle for, and we got a foul called against Indiana. And Luke Goody just picked it up, and that is his third. So Goody with 3 now. 7:33 to go. Barnheiser inbounds to Leach. Leach brings it up the court for the Cats. Gets it across the timeline. And Leach takes it left side to Nicholson. Nicholson bounces it down low to Martinelli. They get it back outside to Berry. He can't get a shot off this time and gives to Nicholson. They lob it into Martinelli down low, and he puts it up and in. And Martinelli continues to be a factor as well with 16 points tonight. 56-52, and now it's a 4-point lead for the Cats. Here is Trey Galloway with a basketball, guarded by Berry. Galloway feeds it over to Carlisle. Carlisle dribbles to the left, gives to Goody. Ball is tipped out of bounds, and it will belong to Indiana. And Mike Woodson wants to know why there wasn't a foul call there.
No foul, but I think it also went off Luke Goody's head. So sometimes you see officials not do that. When they know they missed the foul call, they'll just give it to the offense. And the fans just watched the replay here. It went off of Luke Goody's head. So Indiana gets a break.
Chris Collins is upset. Now Paul Zelk is telling Chris Collins to sit down. I think he was telling the assistant coaches to sit down. At any rate, here's the inbound from Luke Goody. Goody looks, gets it into Trey. Galloway with it. Drives to the right side on the wing, down low, throws it inside to Umar. Whistle blows. Foul call on Ty Berry. Berry picks up the foul. That is his first.
Yeah, and the pick and roll just looks better, Don, with Follow in the game. He's just a bigger body. He's got a bigger presence around the rim, so the lob is all of a sudden there. And Galloway has been really good tonight finding the open man, and when it's Follow, he delivers.
Carlisle gets it into Malik down low. His shot is blocked away by Nicholson. And back the other way they come. Here is Barnheiser on the baseline against Goody, trying to back him in. Barnheiser gets it in the lane, kicks it out to Leach for a 3 try, and he made it. Jalen Leach with his 7th point, his first 3 of the game. And suddenly we got a 7-point Northwestern lead. Mackenzie Abako getting set to check in for IU. Galloway on the dribble. Gets it out to Malik Renew. He takes it left side to Goody. Back to Galloway. Now to Bolo, top of the key. Bolo turns around, faces Nicholson. Dribbles it once, gives it up. Oops. His pass is thrown away and blocked away, and Indiana turns it over. Turnover is a factor. Barnheiser gets the ball, brings it across the timeline for the Cats. 7-point lead. They get a 3 here. Trouble brewing. Here's Barnheiser. Drives it left against Umar. Back outside to Leach for another 3. He bangs it again. Leach has got 10 points. He's hit 2 threes in a row. And Indiana suddenly is down 62-52. A 10-point lead for the Cats with 5:42 left in this one. This will be a full timeout by Indiana. We will keep it here this time. It is a full timeout. Indiana wants the full break here, and you can understand that. So, Jacob, tell me, are we in the third? Are we ready for the 4th spot or the 5th? And we're going to keep it here then. So we just got one break to go here, so we'll just keep it here this time. And we'll remind everybody to get ready to cheer for free fries. Of course, it's not here in Northwestern tonight, but it's at all men's basketball home games when the opposing team misses both free throws and a single trip to the line. You score a free order of Finney fries. Head to any Finney Hospitality Group restaurant in Indiana the next day to claim your fries. But don't forget, you must be an FHG Rewards member to cash in on the tasty reward.
Well, this lineup at both ends of the court, quite frankly, Don, just does not look the same with the two big lineup. Defensively, Indiana's bigs having trouble on the switches, recovering out the three-point shooters. Because you can't switch, you can't communicate, and all of a sudden you get a mismatch. Guys get out of position, which opens up drives and kicks for wide-open threes, and then offensively, Indiana not getting much at all. I'd have to look back at the stats to see when Indiana went to that two-big lineup. But at this break here, they're going with one big, follow back in the game, surrounded by four guards, a couple shooters. So hopefully here with the last 5 minutes, 42 seconds left, Indiana's got enough time to make one more run, one more push to get back into this ballgame.
All right, Goody, Rice, Mbako, Bolo, and Galloway, the lineup for Indiana. Rice gets the inbound. He gives it over to Galloway. Trey brings it back out to midcourt, gives it to McKenzie. Mbako dribbles to the right, hands it off to Rice. Rice now holds, now drives it. He'll go down the lane, kicks it to Galloway. Galloway in line, missed it, but there's good Bolo to clean it up. And Umar comes up with his 15th point of the game. That was a huge miss, but a great rebound basket by Bolo. Indiana needed that in the worst way. 8-point lead for the Cats. Here's Leach with the basketball. Leach drives it to the left. Another three on the way. Just hit three in a row. 13 points for Leach and 3 straight three-point field goals. And now it's 65-54. And the Cats are 11 up. Now Weiss with the basketball for IU. Miles takes it to the left of the circle. Pulls it back out. Now tries to drive inside. Can't. Bounces to Bolo. Bolo faces Nicholson out on the floor. Gives it over to Mackenzie Mbako. He will pop up an 18-footer. Make it. And Mackenzie Mbako now has got his 11th point. And he's come alive here tonight after having a really slow 4 ball games in a row. Now, Leach across the timeline. Miles trying to guard him much closer now. He gives it off to Barnheiser. Barnheiser on the right wing, feeds it over to Martinelli. Baseline three-pointer, no good. Rebound, Nicholson. He throws it back outside to Barnheiser. He will fire a three, and he will make it. And Brooks Barnheiser has his 14th point, his first three of the night. Back the other way. Mackenzie Mbako in the corner for 3 more. He can't get it, but Bolo's there to clean it up. Bolo with the basketball on the rebound. Gives to Goody. Goody in the corner. Throws it back out to Mackenzie. They'll reset with 12 on the shot clock. Miles Rice fakes. He looks at a wide open three and misses it. And the rebound batted away to Barnheiser, and Northwestern's back in the attack. They had a good look. They just couldn't knock it down.
Got to get some stops here. Time's starting to run out.
68-56, 3:37 left. This crowd in a frenzy here, both IU and Northwestern fans. Here is Barnheiser. On the dribble to Martinelli. Martinelli down low against Galloway. Martinelli fakes, drives in with the left hand, misses it. Rebound tipped into the hands of Berry for 3, and he missed it. Oh, it's tipped back in. And I don't know who's going to get credit for it. And they just stole the inbound pass. And now Northwestern is on a run here, and Indiana's in big-time trouble. Now the official blows a whistle. What'd they call here?
I'm not for sure, but I know that ball was thrown on the inbounds.
Well, we'll wait.
Look to see what happened, Don. I couldn't tell from over here.
We'll have to wait and see. This is our final timeout. 3:07 to go, and Indiana's in a big world of trouble right now. 14 down, 70-56. Back in a moment. This is IU basketball on the CareSource Radio Network from Learfield.
When you want the best quality, safety, reliability, and savings, it's gotta be Honda. Save thousands with low 0% APR financing. When you gotta have selection, Honda cars, trucks, vans, SUVs, hybrids, and EVs are in stock and on sale. Like the 2024 Honda Prologue EV with 0% APR financing. To see why it's gotta be Honda, search your local Honda dealer today. See dealer for financing details. Financing on credit approval. Offer ends 3/3/25.
We know to contact Indiana 811 at least 2 working days before every dig. But did you also know spraying a white line around the area you plan to dig means utility flags will only go in that area? Fewer flags in the yard? Easier mowing? Everybody wins.
Everybody except my kid. I don't want to mow the yard.
Everybody except for your kid wins. Contact Indiana 811 at least 2 working days before picking up a shovel. It's the only way to dig. Learn more at 811.safedigindiana.com.
At Kroger, an annual Boost membership just got even better. Now you can choose from Disney Plus with ads, Hulu with ads, or ESPN Plus on us when you sign up. Plus, enjoy unlimited free delivery, double fuel points, exclusive offers, and free items. Sign up for a Boost membership today. It's an easier way to save, including new streaming options to relax with while we deliver your groceries. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Back here at Welsh Ryan Arena, where Indiana now trails 70-56 to Northwestern with 3:07 left. And the Hoosiers in a world of hurt right now. They've got to get something done really quick here. Looking to buy, sell, or build a home but don't know where to start? Call the trusted agents at True Blood Real Estate, the official real estate partner of Indiana Athletics.
Well, this is a dangerous moment in the game right now, Don. I mean, it's going to take a miraculous comeback here from Indiana to come away with the victory. This run that we've seen Northwestern go on has been, if you're a Northwestern fan, absolutely special. They've gone on a 21-4 run over the last 6 minutes and 3 seconds. It's come off the back of three-point shooting. They've knocked down 13 of 27 threes in tonight's ball game, and I think it's even more impressive than that if you look at the fact that at halftime they weren't nearly that effective from downtown.
Barry inbounds, it comes to Leach. Indiana down 14, and they've got to get the ball back, and they've got to get stops more than anything else right now. There's a whistle. We got a foul called on Umar Bolo. Umar doesn't like the call again, but he's got his 3rd foul of the ball game. All have come here in the second half. They will take it out of bounds. That is the 16th foul. Both teams have 16 fouls right now, so the next one puts them in the bonus. Here is Nicholson with the ball, top of the key. Gives it over to Barnheiser. Barnheiser cut off, gets it down low to Nicholson, and then Miles Rice picks his pocket. Rice on the break down the floor. Drives it all the way inside, then kicks out to Mackenzie Mbako. He brings it back outside, they'll reset. Doty gets it, gives it over to Galloway. Galloway on the dribble to the right side. Lobs it in the corner to Mackenzie. Mackenzie Mbako on the wing. Down low he goes to Umar. He faces Nicholson. Now tries to back him into the lane. Kicks it back out to Mbako for a 3, and he hit it! Mackenzie Mbako buries a huge shot there. His 14th point. His second 3 of the night. That was huge for Indiana. Down to 11 now. 70-59. Barry with the basketball. Gives it to Martinelli. Martinelli holds against McKenzie. McKenzie took it away from him. Mbako with the basketball on a drive into the lane. Throws it up. Blocking foul call. And are they going to count the basket?
They counted the basket. What a play by Mackenzie Mbako.
16 points from Mackenzie Mbako. He'll get a chance for a 3-point play here. And he has been a major factor tonight where he had not been for the last 4 games.
And that's very timely, too. I mean, I was questioning the fact that Indiana didn't press, but they were able to get a pretty quick turnover with Mbako's steal and a chance at a 3-point play here.
Mackenzie at the line, free throw on its way, and he hit it. And Mackenzie Mbako now with 17 points. Indiana, full court pressure put on. They're down 8 with 1:56 to go. Leach gets the inbound, throws it up court to Martinelli. Martinelli will take it across the timeline to Ty Berry on the left wing. Back outside to Leach. Leach now works on Goody. Leach trying to dribble it away from him. Drives it to the top, pulls up. Goody still on him out there near midcourt. Leach still dribbling it. Cut off by Umar and Goody. Double team comes. They're in trouble. Whistle blows and a timeout was called by Doug Collins.
Good trap by Indiana.
That's Chris Collins. My apologies.
Yeah.
That's his dad. Doug is his dad.
No, the trap was really good right at the 10-second line there. So you got to, Ballo he's a big guy, but Don, he moves pretty well. I mean, that's some impressive defense there from Indiana. But you got to get a stop here. You allowed Northwestern to work all 30 seconds, 25 seconds off the shot clock here. So they did their job. They worked clock. You got to get a stop here. You cannot allow the Wildcats to push this out to double digits with just under a minute 30 left to go in the ball game.
Coors Light, Mountain Cold Refreshment, Choose Chill, official beer sponsor of Indiana Athletics. Celebrate responsibly. What was that run again, E? 31-4?
21-4.
31, wasn't it?
21-4.
21. Oh,
yep.
21-4.
Yeah, it was a big-time run. It felt like 41-4.
Well, I know.
With all the threes they were making in that second half.
Their run was phenomenal. And what was over 6 minutes, right?
Yeah, just over 6 minutes. So that's tough to win on the road when the offenses, home teams making threes like that.
Leach will inbound. He looks, finally gets it into Barnheiser. He works on Galloway, turns around, fires a fadeaway and hit it. Brooks Barnheiser with his 16th point of the game. That may have been a crusher there. That's a 10-point lead now at 72-62. Here is Rice with the basketball. Can Indiana bounce back after that? Rice on the dribble, takes it right side, dumps it into Umar. He kicks in the corner to Goody for three. Yes! And Luke Goody buries his fourth three of the game, his 14th point.
Got a foul here.
And Indiana's definitely got to do that, and now they do. And Barnheiser will be the man going to the line. And the foul call is on Luke Goody. And Goody picks up his fourth. 58.9 seconds to go. Indiana had cut the lead down to 7. But now Barnheiser with a chance to go to the free throw line. And this will be a 1-and-1 situation.
Yeah, next couple are going to be just a 1-and-1. So pressure-packed free throw here for Barnheiser.
And Barnheiser hit just 1 of 4 in the first half. He got 16 points, however, for the game now. And that was short, and Goody's got the rebound. Indiana still with a chance here. Galloway brings it up. Galloway drives to the right side. Spins to the right, drives down low, pulls up, throws it in the corner to Mackenzie Mbako for 3 more. Yes! Mbako buries a 3. He's got 20. That's her third 3 of the night. And Indiana is down just 4 points again. And now we got another foul call.
Indiana's making some shots here, making it interesting, Don. 4-point lead for the Wildcats, and another pressure-packed 1-and-1 here for Northwestern. They've got to make their free throws. This time it's going to be Leach at the free throw line trying to make 2.
And Leach is a good free throw shooter. 86% on the season, 80% in Big Ten play. And now we got a timeout by Mike Woodson. So a little ice effort here probably. 43.6 seconds to go. Indiana back in the game, down just 4. What a game of runs this has been.
12-2 run here for Indiana over just the last minute and a half. So right when they needed it most. There was a moment not too long ago I thought this ball game was over. But all of a sudden Indiana has made this very interesting, cutting that lead all the way down to 4 here in no time at all. They've made their last 4 threes. Mbako's been sensational shooting the basketball. Galloway's making great decisions. Goody's knocking down some shots. Indiana's making some plays to make this interesting. But you're right, Don. It's been back and forth, back and forth. Both teams have taken turns here shooting the lights out this evening here at Northwestern. But again, you can't understate the importance here of this first shot in the 1-and-1 here. Leach has got to be feeling the pressure here, especially after Barnheiser just missed one last time they were at the stripe.
So Leach goes to the free throw line, 13 points in his day. He hit 3 state 3-pointers on one of their big runs here in the second half. He goes to the line. He eyes the first attempt, and it is good. He's got 14 points now. He has one more shot coming. He can balloon that lead up to 6 here if he knocks this one down. 43.6 seconds to go. Leach hits. He's got 15 points now. And Indiana's down 6, 74-68. Galloway up the court. They've got to get off a shot quickly, but it's got to be a good one. Galloway lobs it into Umar, and he mishandled the lay-in. He was going to have an alley-oop try, and he couldn't handle it. And now we got a foul called, and Miles Rice is called for the personal. And on Rice, that'll be his third.
Man, that ball was right there in front of the rim for Ballo. He just was not able to come down with it. I thought it was a really good set to get the big man a point blank underneath the rim.
But Barnheiser will go back to the free throw line. Barnheiser's had his problems there tonight. He's missed 4 free ones, only made 1. But when the game's on the line, he is right there. He's got his 17th point of the game. Looking for 18, and that's his season average, 18.4 points a ball game. And this one drops in. He's got 18 now. And Indiana is down 6. Make that 8. My apology. And here's a shot by Rice, but he was fouled out of the floor. And they've got fouls to give here. Oh, I guess the one in bonus is in effect.
Yeah, that's not a really good foul at all there for Northwestern. Gives Indiana some time to talk. You make your 2 free throws here. You cut the lead down to 6. But it also gives you a chance to set up that full court press.
Some may be asking why I called Chris Collins Doug. Because I did his games when he was at Illinois State.
I get it. Easy mistake to make.
Here's Rice's free one. Got it. Miles now has his 10th point. He'll have a chance for one more. 76-69. Anthony Leal now and Kanan Carlisle are both coming into the ball game. Goody will check to the sideline. And Rice is going to go out, I think, as Carlisle will check in if Miles hits the next free throw. Miles puts it up there and knocks it home. He's got 11 points. Now Carlisle will take his spot. So you get a little more quickness. Well, not much more quickness, but a guy that's fresher.
Well, and guys that have fouls to give, too. Because if you don't get the steal right away, you got a foul.
Inbound for Martinelli. He gets it in to Barnheiser, and they foul him immediately. Anthony Leal reaches in on him. And so Leal picks up the personal. That will be his 4th.
Yep, these two will check back in, Goody and Rice.
25.5 seconds to go. Still time. But, man, you got to do everything almost perfect from this point on.
And you got to hope Northwestern kind of shoots themselves in the foot just a bit. A couple missed free throws make the world of difference here at this part in the game.
Barnheiser back at the free throw line, and he misses it short. He's had some problems tonight at the stripe, and he's a good free throw shooter normally. 80% of the season, and all of a sudden he was 1 for 3 in the first half, and now he is 2 for 4 in the second half, and now another opportunity for him, however, to add a point here to make it a 7-point lead. Still not insurmountable if Indiana can get something quick. Barnheiser with a deep breath, lets it fly, and this one goes down. 19 down for Brooks Barnheiser. And here is Luke Goody inbounding to Miles Rice, who's back in. Rice up the floor in a hurry, drives it inside, lost the ball. Turnover, and Barnheiser is going to take it all the way for a slam dunk. And that will do it. Barnheiser has 21. Barnheiser hit the deck. Is he all right?
He hit his head pretty hard there, Don, so they're going to call the training staff out here.
He's trying to shake it off. You can see him rubbing his head out there.
And he landed right on his face. Immediately gave the thumbs up to his teammates. But I wouldn't doubt if he's got some sort of bloody nose here.
79-70 is the score with 16.8 seconds to go. That's almost impossible unless you're Reggie Miller.
Exactly. You got to do everything right here. Threes, steals, threes, more steals. This Northwestern offense has been really impressive in this second half. Now, they had 25 points at halftime, and they've got 79 right now. So go ahead and do that math. That's over 50 points here in this second half for the Wildcats.
3-point shooting, all that took place. Here is Miles Rice over to Goody. Luke fires up a long one, misses this one, and the rebound of Martinelli, and everybody knows that's the ball game. Clock is going to run out, and Indiana will go home with a loss tonight in a very hard-fought basketball game. Final score, Northwestern 79, Indiana 70. As the Hoosiers dropped to 14-6 on the year, 5-4 in the Big Ten. Northwestern jumps to 12-7. They are now 3-5 in league action. Final score again, 79-70 Northwestern. We'll come back with the CommunityCars.com postgame show in a moment. This is Indiana University basketball on the CareSource Radio Network from Learfield.
Are you looking for a new or pre-owned vehicle? CommunityCars.com has the right vehicle for you. CommunityCars.com has vehicles that will fit your budget no matter how big or small. Check out our large selection of vehicles today at CommunityCars.com. We also buy cars. If you're looking to sell your car, CommunityCars.com will buy your car. CommunityCars.com will offer top dollar for the vehicle you want to sell. Contact us today at CommunityCars.com.
Are aches, pains, or injuries keeping you on the sidelines? At Athletico, our movement experts are here to help you turn your setbacks into comebacks and create a personalized game plan for your recovery.